And we say good morning to you. Welcome aboard. We're live at Food City on State of Franklin and North Johnson City. Ready to go with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Show number 552. 552 again on this Friday, July the 7th, 2017. Hey, a big thank you. Yesterday's show up over, a little over 2,600 views. The show continues to grow, and we thank you for that so very, very much. So, again, up over 2,600 views just yesterday's show. We've had a big week already. We've only been on the air, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday, of course, at Chick-fil-A. Yesterday at Champion Chevrolet. Today we're at Food City, again, State of Franklin, North Johnson City. So a big weekend of buy one, get one free. We'll tell you all about that. Our store manager, Derek Atkinson, is going to be here in a few minutes. So we are loaded for bear today, by the way. And we'll run down all the guests coming up here in just a second. First, as always, we dedicate this show to the man who hung on the cross. We unashamedly tell you that. So, again, having said that, we always start off with a verse. And today it's out of the book of Isaiah 26, verses 3 and 4, and it says, I will keep you in perfect peace if you'll keep your mind steadfast on me and always trust me. I am a rock you can always stand on. How about that? Not on sinking sand, but a rock. I am a rock you can always stand on. Again, I will keep your mind steadfast on me and always trust me. Let me read it again. I will keep you in perfect peace if you will keep your mind steadfast on me and always, always, always trust me. I am a rock you can always stand on. That's out of the book of Isaiah 26, verses 3 and 4. And so we encourage you to check that out. Encourage you to go to church on Sunday, of course, and worship the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. That's who we dedicate the show to. We do that every day, and again, unashamedly do that. Hey, I was checking in with Jeremiah. We've got him from Tennessee, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina. Got them all over the place, and we appreciate that. Looking for some folks. I think it's pretty cool to have some contestants, some entries out of Virginia or Kentucky. If you're out there, Virginia, Kentucky, we had some during the Thunder Valley Nationals. That'd be pretty cool. Check them out. Again, Tennessee, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina. Again, enter to win at TomTaylorSports.com/contest. We got a message from April Dunn. April, where were you from? I think you're from the Tri-Cities, but anyway, she was sending one saying, boy, I hope I win this so I can send my mom and my dad to Dollywood for the grandkids and with the grandkids. So that's the kind of folks that want to win this thing, and I hope she does. We'll find out 2 weeks from today. We'll give it away. We're giving away a couple of one-day passes to go to Dollywood. All you have to do, again, is to get on Facebook here and register. Simply go to, again, TomTaylorSports.com/contest. We'll give it away 2 weeks from today thanks to JeremyLivesey.com who put the tickets up for us, and we appreciate that from Mortgage Investors Group. And again, great guy and does a heck of a job. We appreciate him very much. In fact, I want to, where is Jeremy's picture? I want to get Jeremy's mug up here. Here he is right here. Check this out. This guy does a great job. Jeremy Livesey, JeremyLivesey.com. Again, if you're looking to 100% financing available, purchasing or refinancing, loan programs to meet your needs, close on time every time. Jeremy Livesey, there we go. And we appreciate him from Mortgage Investors Group, JeremyLivesey.com. Again, putting up the money for the tickets, and we appreciate that very, very much. So it's all good. We're live here at Food City. Our title sponsor, in fact, he's here. And we like it because he's in the house. Al Biker from Grip Energy Drink. He's here with us again, and we're going to be talking about Grip and take our first break, come back and visit with him. Also got Major League Baseball coming up. We got a update on Daniel Norris out of Johnson City, so let you know where he's at, what he's doing. And so there has been some changes since we visited with you yesterday from Champion Chevrolet regarding Johnson City's very own Daniel Norris. Quick break. We'll be right back. We will talk Grip Energy Drink. The man is in the house. It is Al Biker. Can't wait to talk to him. I'm going to tell him I sampled a new one last night. I think this may be my favorite. I love the root beer. I love the sugar-free orange. I love the white grape, but this may be my fave. Love it. We'll tell you all about that. Coming up next, we'll talk to Al and also take a look at Major League Baseball here. Show number 552 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are 42 days away from the Food City 300s here on the Cap. We'll come back and talk to Al next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is the place where you can forget all about work for a while and celebrate the good old U.S. of A. And take in the best bumper-banging, fist-waving, hero-making short track race of the year, the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race. And kids' tickets are just $10. Be there August 19th because it ain't just another race. It's Bristol, baby.
Trucks, 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 and more trucks at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. We have a huge selection of over 400 new Silverados to choose from, with over 700 total Chevrolets in stock, with savings that are bigger than our massive selection. Silverado Double and Crew Cab All-Stars, $11,000 off MSRP. Malibu LT, 20% off. 17 Colorado, $19,995. 17 Equinox, $21,445. Don't miss out on one of the best times to buy a new Chevrolet with savings that will leave you asking, how do they do that? At Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City.
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Back live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. No, I'm not Derek Atkinson, so let's get Derek Atkinson up on the screen because he's here and we want to get him on because he's a store manager. He makes this place hum, and it does hum. There he is. This is our store manager, Derek Atkinson. And good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning. Doing well, Tom. How are you?
Good. 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 You have a good 4th?
Excellent 4th. It was busy, but got to eat some hamburgers and hot dogs, celebrate our great country, and watch some fireworks, and so I had a good 4th.
Yep. That's good. Watch fireworks, and there was fireworks in here. It's been busy. All the stores been busy, and had a good 4th of July. So we're kind of the calm before the storm. I guess coming up next will be another Midnight Madness a little bit later on the end of the month. Right?
Yeah. Towards the end of the month, I believe it is going to be on the 21st of the month. Our monthly Midnight Madness sale, which customers respond really well to. Bunch of good deals this time around too.
Absolutely, and of course we're here at State of Franklin, the newest store, I guess, one of the newest stores in the chain. I know they're building a brand new one in Kentucky, but I know here for the Tri-Cities, I guess one of the newest stores, and beautiful, beautiful place. How many square foot?
Sales floor is about 62.5.
62,500 square feet of shopping space for you here, again at Food City. Really cool. We've teamed up again with Richard Petty and the Paralyzed Veterans of America. Of course, he's their point person, their ambassador, which is a phenomenal organization. So starting now through August the 1st, a chance for the shoppers to help out our veterans who need the help and deserve the help. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is our 7th year. We partner with Paralyzed Veterans of America, and Richard Petty, like you said, is their big spokesperson. It's one of our annual events that we look forward to for the months leading up to it. So right now, like you said, it's beginning now, going on through August 1st. So customers can choose to make $1, $3, or $5 donations at the checkouts. Simply be added to your total grocery bill. So, this year we've teamed up with Arctic Coolers as well. They're helping us out. But 100% of these donations collected are going to benefit Paralyzed Veterans of America, the Mission Able campaign. So it's very, very important to take care of those that have served our country, to help them out in any way we can. Past 6 years, through the generosity of our customers and our corporate support, over $800,000 has been raised towards this worthy cause.
That's awesome.
So all food cities are participating across our company, 134 of them. Cashiers are going to be asking, and customers always respond very well to this promotion, again, because we're 100% of the proceeds go back to help our paralyzed veterans.
Well, as I said yesterday on the show, Champion Chevrolet, when I was out there, and if everybody watching and listening across the chain, 134 stores in 4 states, if everybody between now and August 1st just gave $1, obviously we want 3, we'll certainly love to have 5, but if everybody just gave $1 every time they came in and had a transaction at Food City, imagine the kind of money. Over $800,000 already so far. 100% goes to the ABLE campaign. You may ask, what's the ABLE campaign? And it's dedicated effort to create an America where our most severely injured heroes, our veterans, have access to what they've earned and deserved, which would be care, jobs, and benefits. And that goes without saying. So, again, Steve says we've raised more than $800,000 to benefit Paralyzed Veterans of America. We want that to go up, of course, and so I guess the biggest thing they help out with spinal cord injuries and diseases. For 70 years, they've ensured that veterans have received the benefits earned through their service to our country and monitor their care in VA spinal cord injury units. So it also helps to fund research and education. So this goes affecting a lot of folks in a lot of different ways. So when you go to Food City, again, either $1, $3, or $5, and again, that's all you have to do is add it on to your end of your experience, your shopping experience at any Food City, and it'll add up quickly, and that's now through August the 1st. Again, thanks to Arctic Coolers, who kicked things off with a pledge of $25,000 to get it started, and that's not exactly chicken feed. That's pretty significant kick in to get it all started.
That is very good. Yes, sir.
Yep. All right, so we got some great buy one get one frees this weekend. We got a 69-cent sale, but I know it's National. Ooh, I love it. National Ice Cream Month. Yeah, you like ice cream, don't you?
Ice cream you can't go wrong with, I don't think, Tom.
Yep. Does a cow give milk? Of course we like ice cream.
And are you a chocolate man, vanilla, or?
Yes.
Yes. I can keep going.
Yes. Yes. What if it's ice cream? I'm in there. So absolutely.
Yes.
You've got several different. You got K's on sale and Breyers on sale. Tell me about it, big guy.
Yep. K's and K's novelties. The Moo Cows and the ice cream bars and all that. They're buy one get one free. Breyers ice cream, the 48-ounce tubs are buy one get one. Klondike bars, buy one get one free. And Blue Bunny novelties, those are buy one get one free. Come in and check us out.
There you go. Buy one get ones. That's all the nice National Ice Cream Month. Then also you got some great produce sales going on right now. The Scott Farms half-runner beans, got them in stock on sale. And also got some buy one get ones. Tell me about those.
We do. We've got Doritos on sale this week, buy one get one free. Our Food Club shredded cheeses or block cheeses are buy one get one free. If you need soft drinks, Coca-Cola 6-pack half liters are 5 for $10. That always is a really good sale there. And then we've got a 69-cent sale going on too. You buy 10 participating items, mix and match, and those each would be 69 cents. A couple of the participating items include Chef Boyardee pasta, Hunt's snack pack puddings, Hunt's pasta sauce, Blue Bonnet margarine, and much more.
On the back of the sale paper, also buy one get one free. It's got General Mills cereal, buy one get one free this week. This is good through store closing Tuesday night. Also, Kern's beef buns or Texas toast, buy one get one free. One of the exclusive brands of Food City is the Kern's bread line. Also, you have Cousin Willie's popcorn. Man, I love Cousin Willie's. White cheddar is what we get at the house. Cousin Willie's popcorn, buy one get one free. Nilla wafers. Man's got to have some Nilla wafers in a glass of milk. Good stuff. Nilla wafers, buy one get one free. Food Club soup. You say it's summertime. Doesn't matter. Soup. Anytime's a good time to get soup. Buy one get one free. You also got apple cider on sale too, don't you?
Apple cider, Food Club apple cider, buy one, get one free. Got some Arata frozen potatoes over there, French fries and tater tots and all that. They're buy one, get one free as well.
Yep, and Food Club pasta, getting ready to make a big old bowl of spaghetti, big whatever, I guess it'd be a bowl of spaghetti. Buy one, get one free, the pasta sauce. Food Club pure vegetable oil, buy one, get one free. All this, of course, in the sale paper. You've got the new 12-inch rustic flatbread pizza coming out of the Bakery Deli. That's pretty cool. Sweet corn, 3 years for $1, locally grown. While they last, that's the key. Mangoes, juicy ripe mangoes, 49 cents each. I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the hot bar meal. Now, last time I was here, after the show, went over and ate. Tell you what, that meatloaf and that macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and gravy.
It's good stuff.
Oh, I'll make a bulldog break his chain. That's good stuff there now.
That's right. And each week we're doing a weekly sandwich special out of our Bakery Deli right off the grill. So this week it's a Philly cheesesteak combo, but we rotate them. We do, and those sandwich deals, sandwich combos are only $5 each week. So that's your sandwich, fries, and drink. But we do Reubens, we do meatball subs, we do hamburgers, and we rotate them every week. So every week you're going to find a $5 sandwich meal in the Bakery Deli. It's not going to be beat anywhere else.
You couldn't make it for that.
No, sir.
6-inch Philly cheesesteak combo with the fries and chips and a drink. Includes fries or chips and drink. A 6-inch Philly cheesesteak combo this week for $5 out of the Bakery Deli. That's all the Bakery Delis all across the chain. So it's all good here at Food City. And, man, there's some great deals. I know the half-runner beans, they're flying out of here. The Scott locally grown half-runners, right?
They are beautiful right now, I'm telling you. Best I've seen them in a while. The Scott's corn is beautiful as well, and it's eating really good.
You still have lawn furniture on sale? I know you are still have them in stock. You had some rocking chairs. And
I'm sold out of rocking chairs. I've got a couple hammocks left. I've got a patio set left that is marked down. I got a table and chair set that is marked down as well.
There you go. Mark it to move it. That's the name of the game.
There we go.
Got to get them out. Appreciate you. Now, coming up a little bit later on, Chris Ashby's going to come by. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Our pharmacist.
Pharmacy. Yep. And going to talk about some over-the-counter things going on out there now. You've got mosquitoes. You've got, of course, summertime. You've got bee stings. You got poison ivy. It's pretty prevalent all over the place this year with all the rain we've had. So he'll give you some over-the-counter about that, some allergy tips, I guess. And also, if you need some shots, there's some vaccination opportunities here as well. Mm-hmm. And then a little bit later on, Brandon's going to come by, talk meat department too, right?
Meat department. Time to be grilling out.
Oh, son. Tear me slap up. Yep. You got it. Anytime's a good time to eat grilled meat.
That's right.
On the grill. Man, oh, man. Or seafood. I know last time we were in here, you were talking about doing salmon and shrimp and different things on the grill as well. So, and put corn in the old tin foil and
wrap it up. Yeah. Yeah. Butter and salt on it.
You think he and I have ate before, huh? That's one thing we don't miss too much of. Of course, he's in better shape than me, but we don't miss too many meals, do we?
I like to eat.
There you go. We like to get after and eat pretty good. So, hey, I appreciate you very much. And
glad to have you as always.
Oh, well, love coming over here. It's one of my favorite places. Of course, close to the old homestead. Again, don't forget to, before we go to the break, be sure to register for 2 one-day passes at Dollywood. Give it away 2 weeks from today. We already got folks in from West Virginia, North Carolina, Ohio, of course, here in Tennessee. So there's no purchase necessary. 2 one-day passes. It can be used any time between now and the end of the year. You can go at Christmas time. You can go during the fall. Go, if you win them on the 21st, you can go on the 22nd if you want to. So thanks to Jeremy Livesey and Mortgage Investors Group putting up the tickets, and we appreciate him very much at jeremylivesey.com. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come right back, and we'll go our good friend from one of the great sponsors, or one of the great products here inside the store, is our title sponsor of the show, Grip Energy Drink. And Al Biker's here. He's going to talk to us about that. Also at the bottom of the hour, we're going to be joined by Pat Patterson live from Kentucky Speedway. Also next half hour, Landon Owens is going to join us. He'll be with us from the ticket office at Bristol Motor Speedway. We are 40 days away from the Food City 300, where you can buy your tickets here at Food City. We'll talk more about that later in the show. We're going to let Brandon tell us how you can get them at the track, and we'll have him with us a little bit later on here on the show. Also, we'll be joined a little bit later with our buddy Dave Martin from WLW Radio in Cincinnati. He'll join us live from Cincy. So lots of folks ahead to talk to. We'll take a break. We'll be right back, and we'll talk about the Grip Energy Drink here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 551. No, 552, and they said it wouldn't last.
At American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology has just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here at Food City, again, home of Grip Energy Drink, our title sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, over 2,600 views yesterday. Thank you. Show continues to grow, head up over almost 18. Hello, Sunshine. I love the dragonfly around your neck. I like that. That is cool looking. She got a sports show. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we're just talking sports and talking Grip Energy Drink. So, you ever had one? You want one? That's what they're here for. You pick lemon lime. They sell them here at Food City. That one's empty. I drank it. So, it's pineapple, pink grapefruit, or lemon lime.
It's actually made with vegetable juice, the coloring and the flavor, all your B vitamins from B1 to B12, daily allowance of biotin for your hair, skin, and nails. These are the sugar versions. We use natural cane sugar and stevia. We do have some sugar-frees over there on a rack that we have, but I don't think we have any here. Uh-oh. I'll run out as soon as I'm done here and get you some. How's that?
Just run over there.
Huh?
Run over and get her one right now.
I can do that? I'm good?
Yeah. Country's cornbread.
Like a lemon lime or whatever they have.
Now.
Anything but grapefruit. I don't like grapefruit. Don't like grapefruit? Yeah, I'm picky. Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Now, can you? I want them to see that. I love that dragonfly. I don't know where you got it. So, see, this is what happens when we do a live sports show. You just never know what's going to be going on. But
it's like one of those little snap-on things.
Snap-on?
Change the.
Oh, I was going to let people see it on the camera because it's a cool-looking dragonfly. You don't see dragonflies too often, but anyway, she stopped by and she's going to get her. What's he getting you? A sugar-free?
A sugar-free.
Pink grapefruit or orange?
Lemon lime, I think.
Yeah, he's got a sugar-free orange and sugar-free pink grapefruit. So one of those, either one.
One of those, and it'll be delicious.
Oh, they're good, very good.
It's quite the shake.
Yep, looks like it's called Grip, and they don't make them here. They sell them here at Food City. So your first name is Lori. Lori came by. She'll get her a free drink, compliments. So I give her this one, but I drank it. So that's a dead horse. That ain't gonna work. So one of our other great sponsors here on the show, while she's waiting, we'll go ahead and keep on trucking here, is our good friends at Blue Lizard, Australian sunscreen. Cap turns blue. Of course, the Federal Drug Administration says it's water resistant for 80 minutes, but at Blue Lizard, with the research done in the Crown Laboratories in South Johnson City, it actually stays on 240 minutes. But the FDA says you can only say water resistant for 80 minutes, but we were at Blue Lizard a couple of weeks ago. This is all we use when we go to the pool at our place. Again, it is SPF 30+. Water resistant, it says, for 80 minutes, but Jeff Bedard, the owner, says tell them it's for 240 because that's where it goes. And also broad spectrum UVA, UVB. I see my big fingers in the way, but 6% zinc oxide formula. And so this is the one everybody uses right now, going to the pool, going fishing, being around water. Again, Blue Lizard, made right here in South Johnson City, one of the 10 fastest growing small businesses in America. Just went through a $1 million renovation at Crown Laboratories in South Johnson City. And it's Blue Lizard, and it goes all over the world, and it's sold right here at Food City. We've got it for your sport. You have it if you have a sensitive face or sensitive skin. They have it for that. Here's the one I think is very, very critical, is one for babies. You got to have the babies, have them slathered up with Blue Lizard, and make sure it's designed for babies' delicate skin to provide effective UV protection. It is paraben-free, fragrance-free, and it can be worry-free when it comes to sun protection for your little people. And so that's available here and at all Food Cities, Blue Lizard. And the last one, again, as we said, is for your face. Specially formulated for daily wear to provide effective UV protection, moisturizing sunscreen enriched with antioxidants to help rejuvenate your skin and reduce the signs of aging. Its gel formulation goes on easily and absorbs quickly to help you face the day. And I know the ladies can put this on underneath their makeup. Makeup goes right over top of this. And so a gel formula daily moisturizer, it's called Blue Lizard Face. And those are the 4 available again. And they're made right here in Johnson City. As we said, they are marketed right here inside of Food City. So there you go. Well, Al's back. So there you go. That didn't take long. See, we do a live show here. Al is a marketing machine, folks. I'm telling you. This guy is like the P.T. Barnum. He's out there handing stuff out and having a big time. So you gave her a what? Pink grapefruit?
I gave her a sugar-free pink grapefruit and also a sugar-free orange.
So I had a sugar-free orange a while ago, and a lady came by before the show and said, man, that looks like it's going to be good. I said, take it. So that's the name of the game. So Al's here with us from Grip Energy Drink. We're going to take a look at baseball coming up in a minute. Also, we're going to go to Kentucky Speedway and hear live from Pat Patterson with the Xfinity race tonight and the Cup race tomorrow night. We'll talk about that with him live from Kentucky Speedway. But Al Biker, tell me about, again, the newest product. It's the sugar-free Grip, and this is Ultra Orange. And you also have the sugar-free pink grapefruit, brand new products. Tell us about that, would you?
Okay, so our original ones that we've always had the sugar versions with the natural cane sugar and the stevia, but a lot of people, like the young lady that was just here, is diabetic. Can't do anything with sugar. So we just came out within the past 3 weeks, been working on it for over a year, the formula and the taste and such for our sugar-free versions. So we have the Ultra Orange, all B vitamins, same as our regular product. We do use sucralose for sweetener, but everything else is all natural. From the coloring of the drink to the flavor of the drink is all derived from vegetable juice. we can't use regular fruit juice with the B vitamins. It interacts and isn't a very nice drink to drink. But so with the sugar-free versions that we have, with the pink grapefruit and the ultra orange, both of them, I was a regular pink grapefruit drinker, with the cane sugar and all that. That was my favorite drink. I liked it, even though it's pink. Real men wear pink, can't be scared about that. But now I'm drinking the sugar-free orange on a daily basis. I cannot even tell that it's sugar-free.
Nope, me either. I've had that. Tell you the one I tried last night, put on some ice, and I thought, never had that, was this one.
The pineapple.
Oh, it's my favorite now. I can't ever decide. I had white grape earlier this morning. Had pineapple last night. Get up on the screen. There's your pineapple, the grip, available here at all food cities. And so that one's become my fave. It's not tart like I thought a pineapple would be. That's why I've been hesitant about drinking it up until last night. So I'm going to give it a try because I knew you were coming. I thought be able to talk about it. That's become my favorite. I love root beer too. I love the white grape. I love the sugar-free orange, but I think pineapple's kind of got me.
It's all right. Okay. See, it's all right to switch because mine before the pink grapefruit, I would always drink the lemon lime. Mm-hmm. Then, you get tired of eating hamburgers all the time or hot dogs. You move on to something else. That's one of the good things about our brand. All the flavors have a really good taste, and if you're looking to change it up a little bit, you're going to like the other flavors as well.
We're talking to Al Biker. You see on the screen with Grip Energy Drink, our title sponsor of the show. We love promoting Grip and love drinking it. I'm not going to promote it just like Blue Lizard. If I don't use it, I'm not going to promote it on this show. And so, only thing I promote is something I would back myself personally, and I do with Grip Energy Drink. So, we talk about all natural ingredients. It's full of vitamins. Tell me about that.
So the B vitamins, besides even having biotin for your hair, skin, and nails, the ladies kind of like that. For me, it's a little bit beyond repair. I'd probably have to drink a lot to make up for that. But also glucosamine for your joints. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, it's a healthier alternative, to some of our competitors out there. I have a lot of moms that, they drink sugary sodas and things like that. They've substituted one of these drinks during the day for them, so it's even safe for them as well.
What about kids getting ready to go back to school in about a month? A lot of places put them in their backpacks, take them to school.
They can, like I said, it's healthier than drinking, a regular sugar Coke or one of those types of drinks. Even for sweet tea, for that matter, for the amount of sugar that goes in a lot of that. So we're even looking into a tea flavor and a coffee flavor, really? Hopefully here. Yeah, look for that stuff towards the fall.
We're talking to Al Biker again with Grip Energy Drink. Coming up, we're going to be checking in with Landon Owen from Bristol Motor Speedway here in just a few minutes. Also, Pat Patterson from Kentucky Speedway. So we'll crank up a little NASCAR here in a few minutes, talking about the Bristol Motor Speedway. We're 40 days away from the Food City 300. And also, of course, we'll go live to Kentucky Speedway, the Xfinity Series there tonight. Last night, Christopher Bell won the rain-delayed truck race. We'll talk more about that with Pat in a moment. And then, of course, tomorrow night, the Cup drivers, all the guys in Danica will be on the track for the Quaker State 400 presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Brad Keselowski, the defending champ of that race. And let's see, tonight, the defending champ of the race is Kyle Busch, my man Kyle Busch. And we'll be back to defend his crown in the Xfinity Series race, the Alsco 300 tonight at Kentucky Speedway. We'll talk to Pat live at Kentucky Speedway coming up here in just a few minutes. You guys, Aaron was here a week or so ago at Champion Chevrolet. She was all over the place doing testing here at Food Cities, taste test and sampling and so on and so forth. So you've got some other events you're going to be at, aren't you?
Yep, we have the Grip Energy Tour with the Southeast Super Truck Series coming back to Newport Speedway. Next weekend we'll be at local Food Cities in the Newport area, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, sampling drinks at the Food Cities. Then July 29th, we'll be at the Lonesome Pine Speedway in Coburn, Virginia. Same thing leading up to that event. We'll be at multiple locations, multiple Food City stores, St. Paul, Coburn, Wise, sampling drinks, giving away things. Also the Crazy Eights marathon race next weekend in Kingsport. We'll be there. We'll have a tent set up, sampling drinks and giving giveaways as well. And then also we would like to introduce some swag that we have. Our Grip Energy line of clothing. We have some hats. We have some T-shirts as well. And what we're going to do with the Tom Taylor Sports Show, if you purchase a beverage in the store, you show us on the weekend drinking the drink or purchasing the drink or something like that, tag Grip Energy Drink along with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. That's going to register you to win a hat, shirt, free product. You get to pick what you want, and
like it.
We'll be able to get that out to you, ship it free. You can come by and pick it up somewhere, but if you can't, we'll deliver it right to your door, and we appreciate you being loyal to the brand.
Absolutely. So if you're drinking Grip Energy Drink, take a picture. You just want to take a selfie and shoot it to us, right?
Yep, exactly.
Jeremiah's working on. He's going to work up the post this afternoon. So teasing you about it now. It'll be ready this afternoon or late this afternoon, so you can do that. And so Grip Energy Drink, and that'd be cool. Take a picture and saying, hey Tom, we're doing this like here, like hey Al, hey Tom.
There you go.
And, or showing a shot of you drinking it. That's even better because it's 125 milligrams of caffeine per bottle, natural flavors and colors, gluten-free. It has vegan on the side of the bottle.
Vegan friendly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's awesome, and it's outside today, and you just walk outside, the humidity just you just drip. It's a good old East Tennessee humidity. It is the season, so you want to get these, and of course it gives you a little pick me up. But I guess for me, and I've had other energy drinks in the past, I would get a little jittery, or I don't know, you could almost like you're crashing, coming off of a kind of a temporary high, for lack of a better term. I don't find that with Grip Energy Drink.
We made it specifically so it wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people, there are some people that like that. I don't like that feeling myself, but a lot of people buy our brand because of the way that it reacts. It just makes you alert and focused, and doesn't give you the jitters and doesn't give you the crash.
Can't fight the feeling. Have to drink it hot right here. Good stuff. This is pineapple. Grip Energy Drink. Now you're going to be at the Crazy Eights next week. We're emceeing that event, and so you'll be in and around J. Fred Johnson Stadium.
We'll have a tent, table sent up, be doing some sampling and helping people get energized for the race and after the race.
You got it. And let's see, last count, they're looking somewhere between 2,000, 2,300 runners alone, plus the walkers. They're going to be out there with the walk before the race. And so we were there at the press conference last week, broadcast the press conference live here on the show. So get a chance to. It's the granddaddy of them all as far as road races here in the Tri-Cities. It's the Crazy Eights road race next Saturday night, a week from tomorrow night. And it's going to be, you got the little eights for the kids, you got the special eights for the kid. Hello, darling. And we got the special eights for the children with disabilities. And then, of course, we got the walk. And then we have the 8K, the Crazy Eights 8K. And if they set the world record, there's a check sitting out there for $10,008. They've given away, I believe, twice in the history of the event. So maybe this year they can set the world record again, where it was at one point in Kingsport. And so Grip's going to be there with a table, a big crowd, place just crawls with people. And a lot of folks come out to the event, Al, if you've never been there, don't even run. It's right there inside the football stadium. And a lot of folks just hang around on the artificial turf, and it's almost like a reunion. Everybody gets there from years gone by, and they sit down and rehash, and it's almost like a family reunion. So a lot of people are going to be over there to take a chance to. You'll be doing samples, right?
Yes, giving out samples and giveaways and that sort of thing. So we're looking forward to a good time.
This guy's a marketing genius. You talking about putting a product in front of some people going to gulp it down in front of runners, either before the race or probably even more importantly after the race. They come back in, they're wore slap out, they're sweating, they're soaked in perspiration. It's always hot and muggy on a Saturday night for the Crazy Eights, and so this will be a good chance for them to replenish themselves.
You want to take a free drink?
With Grip Energy Drink.
You want a free drink? No, it's not beer.
It's an energy drink.
It's a vitamin-infused energy drink. Has your daily allowance of biotin for your hair, skin, and nails. You concerned about that? We get sugar-free versions as well.
Yeah,
pink grapefruit and ultra orange.
It's marketed here in Food City. We sell them here, but you got the main man right here. If you want one, take it. That's what we're here for. It's absolutely free. While she's doing that, what's your first name? Georgianne. While she's looking, I'm going to take another swig of the
Okay,
pineapple.
all right.
I can't fight the feeling. Well, that's Blue Lizard, but that's Australian sunscreen.
I don't need that. I don't go out in the sun.
You need a Grip energy drink. That's one that's sugar-free.
Okay. Well, the sun makes you age over the heart, and I'll get you anything you want. It's okay.
Well,
I'm going to go 44.
You're just being jealous.
Okay.
38.
You're being too jealous.
Okay.
I'm 72.
No, you're
Oh,
not.
No, you're not.
I have 19 kids, 6 twins, got 35 grandkids, and 50
So what's your secret?
My secret is living in the country.
Yeah. So you're 72, or they can't see on camera, but you would never believe this young lady is 72. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, go right here and stand behind Al. Let people
There.
see a 72-year-old young lady. You don't move your buggy. Just there she is. Now there's George Ann, 72 years old. You got 19 kids. There you go. You deserve.
Yeah.
You got 19. You deserve to have a Grip energy drink.
Here, you get 2.
You get 2.
You want a T-shirt?
72 years old with 19 children. She deserves a T-shirt. There you go. Well, George Ann, this is what happens on the show.
Right.
You just never know what's going to happen. So, anyway, Al's in here with us. Again, check out the new ball cap. I'm going to be wearing that during the break. That is awesome. Grip energy drink. And so,
We did cover that, right?
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Now, last question
Yes, sir.
before we go to the break. Thank you, George Ann. You have a
You
wonderful
too.
day too, dear.
Keep up the good work.
And here's how you open it, by the way. You just twist it. Twist top. So, you don't pop a top, you just twist it. So,
Oh, you shook it. Be careful. Yep.
no, you're good. George Ann. She's a Cracker Jack.
There you go.
Mhm. Needs
Yes,
to be,
ma'am.
Needs to be iced down, but it's pretty good.
They're 2 for $5 at Food City with your value card. So I'm going to give you another one so you can take it home. Okay.
See there? Pays to shop at Food City, George
There you
Ann.
go.
There you go. Danny Castile. All right, buddy. I'm going to have you on here in just a few minutes. How you doing?
You
Doing
too.
Good. Yep. Here's Grip Energy Drink again on the camera one more time. So, Al, tell us again how we're going to set this thing up where folks can, like George Ann right there, show that she's drinking the drink and she's going to they're going to win some prizes. Tell me about it.
Just share us a photo on Facebook, tag Grip Energy Drink or the Tom Taylor Sports Show. To enter the contest, you can either get free hats, T-shirt, product, stickers. We have all sorts of things to give away, but we'll choose from that, and this is something we're going to do on a weekly basis. So this weekend, get a grip
Get a grip.
and get you a free hat.
Now, I can tell you this. I can sit here for 3 hours and nobody says a word to me. This guy sits every time he comes on my show. We're out at a Food City. He can sit down and it's like bees on honey. That he just draws people. I've sit over here. I'm like I'm invisible. Al sits down. People come in. What do you got? What do you got? Of course, he's the marketing man. He's the marketing machine. So you and of course Aaron's a big help too, right?
Aaron's a big help. Yep.
So-
We got a good group of people that help us and all, and really appreciate your followers and your show, and appreciate you having us on.
Oh yeah. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to go to Bristol Motor Speedway and talk to my man Landon Owen, the director of ticket sales. We are 40 days away from the Food City 300. Quick break. We'll be right back. Show number 552. By the way, a couple of birthdays today. You know you're getting old. Ringo Starr, the drummer
Wow.
for the Beatles, 77 today.
Maybe we could hook them up.
Maybe we could with George Ann.
Yeah.
And then Doc Severinsen from The Tonight Show. Remember Doc?
Yeah.
Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Birthday boy today is 90. So there's your two big birthdays today. And then if you care about Christmas, most people don't. I do a countdown. We're 170 days away from Christmas.
Got to get shopping.
There you go. You know, this would be good at Christmas parties too.
It's good to decorate your tree with too. It's very colorful. You could use it.
We will have we will have a grip tree. I don't know how we're going to haul it from show to show, but we'll have us a grip Christmas
We'll figure it
tree.
out.
There
We'll
you
make
go.
it work.
It's Guy's a marketing genius. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll go to Bristol Motor Speedway. Danny Castile joins us coming up in a few minutes from Kingsport Speedway. Also from Kentucky Speedway, Pat Patterson joins us coming up. We'll go to Bristol Motor Speedway and check in with Landon Owen, the director of ticket sales, next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 552, and they said it wouldn't last.
This is the place where you can forget all about work for a while and celebrate the good old U.S. of A. And take in the best bumper-banging, fist-waving, hero-making short-track race of the year, the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race. And kids' tickets are just $10. Be there August 19th, because it ain't just another race. It's Bristol, baby.
Trucks, 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 and more trucks at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. We have a huge selection of over 400 new Silverados to choose from, with over 700 total Chevrolets in stock, with savings that are bigger than our massive selection. Silverado Double and Crew Cab All-Stars, $11,000 off MSRP. Malibu LT, 20% off. 17 Colorado, $19,995. 17 Equinox, $21,445. Don't miss out on one of the best times to buy a new Chevrolet with savings that will leave you asking, how do they do that? At Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City.
At American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, on the phone with us, of course, as we promised, he would be there, and he is. He is the director of ticket sales at Bristol Motor Speedway, our buddy Landon Owen. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Tom. How are you, bud?
I'm doing fantastic. We're down here at Food City in North State of Franklin, North Johnson City, having a big time. Brought to you by Grip Energy Drink, our title sponsor of the show, and we are getting ready for the Circle Track coming up. I've got the countdown going on. We'll talk about that in a moment. We're down to 40 days of the truck race, 42 days of the Food City 300, and, of course, 43 days away from the night race, America's Night Race. So we'll talk all about that coming up in a moment. Adele Jr. and tickets are very, very hot right now for that event. But next weekend are the monster trucks coming to Bristol. Tell me about that.
Yeah, Thompson Metal Monster Truck Madness presented by Beef O'Brady's. It's always a wild, hot night at the Speedway. The show was really taken up a notch last year with the addition of Colossus, and we're actually going to produce our own in-house show for it this year. So there's going to be even more interactive elements there. Who knows, your kids might get up there on TV. It'll be a big deal. We've got ride-along school bus. We've got the Megasaurus car-crushing dinosaur. All the fun stuff, Team FMX, the big aerial bikes, and drifter cars on top of it. So it's a fun night. Tickets are only $20 in advance for adults, $25 if you wait till the day of, so you can buy them in advance. We'll even email your tickets to you so you don't have to wait in lines. We do get some lengthy ones for this event because of the popularity of it. So get your tickets in advance and save some money. Kids are only $5 regardless of when you buy them. So it's a great family fun, cheap night out, get some entertainment, and come party under the lights at Bristol. Pit party is free with it before and after the event. Yeah, that's next Saturday night. So we're really excited, and it's always a night we look forward to here.
Absolutely. Pit party is free both before and after the show. That's pretty cool. So it's all good, and
it's really cool.
Good time to have by all next Saturday night. What time do the gates open, big guy?
Gates will open at 5.
Yeah.
We'll keep them open. The show starts at 7:30. And then we'll shut her down, probably the show on about 9:30, and then we'll have a post-race pit party. You can come down there, meet the drivers, get your picture taken with them and the trucks. Really neat. You don't know how big these things are until you're standing next to them.
Oh, yeah. They're unbelievable. Of course, they put on a show. Place goes nuts. The kids love it in particular, and it's a great event. Of course, grown-ups do too, but the kids really get into this. So the monster trucks coming next week. Again, Thompson Metal Monster Trucks brought to you and presented by Beef O'Brady's. And so tickets, 423 Bristol, BristolTix.com, correct?
Yeah, you bet. Yep, you bet. You got it.
423 Bristol and BristolTix.com. We're talking to Landon Owen. Also, if you're out of the market, it's 1-866, I cannot remember, 415-4158, right?
Hey, you got a job anytime you want it.
Did I get it right? That's totally off the top of my head.
You got it right.
Wow.
Yeah, you got it right. We'll put you on the payroll.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, so there you go. Now, I got to tell you, I was on the road over the last couple of weeks. I've been traveling, and I was in Huntington, West Virginia, and I ate a Stewart's hot dog, and I thought, I hung it outside my window in honor of my man, Landon Owen. I had a Stewart's hot dog and a Stewart's root beer. How about that? Was that good? I did it in your honor.
Get some chili on it.
I did.
You get some chili on there.
Chili and slow, baby. It was good.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Well done. Well done. Jealous.
All right. He and I like to eat, so I love this guy. He's a great guy. See on the screen, Landon Owen, the director of ticket sales at Bristol Motor Speedway. Hey, the Circle Track, it's heating up there in Kentucky this weekend. They're racing tonight, the Xfinity Series, and of course tomorrow night the Cups. Last night Christopher Bell brought home the Checkers and the Truck Series, so we're getting ready to go racing at Bristol. And Dale Jr.'s coming to town, not for one night, but for 2 nights. Both the Xfinity and the Cup race, and tickets are on sale, and they're hot right now. Hot tickets, tell me about it.
They are running fast, and like you said, Dale Jr. is going to run both races. Tickets for the truck race on Wednesday night are $30 for adults if you get them today. They're free for your kids, 12 and under. You get 2 free kids with every adult purchase. Kids are free also for the Xfinity race. Adult tickets start at $35. Kids are just $10. Every kid's ticket, every ticket in the joint for kids is $10 for the Cup race. See Dale Jr.'s last ride here at Bristol. Tickets are flying. There are limited numbers of the $69 tickets left, limited of the $95 tickets left. So if you need to, you can certainly call us today, like you said, 423 Bristol or BristolTix.com. Food City is also selling tickets in their stores. You can do that. And Bass Pro Shops is running a deal online as great partners and sponsors. They're doing a Martin Truex package through their website. It's not available through us, but it's a neat package. You can go to BassProShops.com and check that out. We've also got the 2-day package. You get Friday and Saturday, so see Dale Jr. twice for the same low price. $99 is where adults start, and then again, all kids tickets are $10 for the weekend. So that's a lot of laps and a lot of fun at an affordable price, and we're really excited to get that weekend here, and we're just 6 weeks away. It's hard to believe, but a reminder that tickets, race month pricing starts August 1st, so save $5 or $10 on some tickets by purchasing them in advance.
So the 2-day pass to go to Bristol Motor Speedway to see Dale Jr. on Friday and Saturday, $99 starting for adults. Again, kids, I mean, what a value. Kids get in free on Friday night, and on Saturday night they only pay $10. They get in free on Wednesday night, so for the truck race. So it's a no-brainer to get those kids up there. And this is not hype. We've talked about this since Dale Jr. announced his retirement. He's always said that Bristol is one of his favorite tracks, if not the favorite. And, of course, he coined the phrase, it's Bristol, baby. So this guy's going to be there. And, hey, whether he does good or not, he's going to be up there for the last time. We hope he does good. I hope he wins. But and this is not hype again, Landon. Ticket sales very brisk. I can't say it enough. This is not hype. It's true, right? I mean, folks are wanting to be up there to watch this.
Absolutely. And we've already got people purchasing tickets from all 50 states. In the double digits of foreign countries that are coming to see Dale at his favorite track for the last time. So the fact that he's running both of them is even better. They just unveiled his paint scheme. He's running the camo black, and it's going to be so cool. But what a night it would be to see him end it in Victory Lane if he could get there, and it's certainly something you would never forget.
Yep. Bristol, Saturday night in August. It doesn't get any better, folks. America's Night Race, as Charlie Daniels says. And, of course, we're going to put the sticky stuff back down to the track. And for all the reasons to be up there, Dale Jr. has confirmed he'll run both Friday night and Saturday. So he's going to be in both series. And so tickets start at $99. You heard Landon say 423-BRISTOL. BristolTix.com on the internet. Or 415-4158. So it's going to be a special weekend at Bristol. Of course, the monster trucks are next weekend, so we're going to have Landon back on fairly frequently between now and then pushing the tickets, and we're going to be up in the lobby broadcasting as well beginning in the month of August and late July, so we're going to see my man a little bit. Hey, we're big college football fans. I want, in your humble opinion, before I let you go, preseason, all the hype, it's kind of the calm before the storm. So in your humble opinion, give me your top 5 preseason college football teams as it would be right now, July the 7th.
All right. So based on, a little bit of schedule strength and or strength of schedule rather, and who they're playing, I've got Ohio State at number 5.
Okay.
They've got a game against Oklahoma at home. They got to go to Michigan to finish the year, and they got Penn State as well. So that's 3 doozies. So I got Ohio State at 5. Number 4, I got Florida State. I think they're the class of the ACC this year. Clemson's not far behind, but they're right there. Number 3, Penn State. I got them as my Big Ten champ again.
Wow.
They were one of the most exciting teams to watch last year, and they've got a lot of people back. They got all the key players back, and they've got a little bit easier schedule. They do have to go to Ohio State, but they get Michigan at home, and they don't really have a non-conference opponent the caliber of what Ohio State does. So I'm giving Penn State a slight edge there. Plus, they beat them last year. Number two, I've got Alabama. Alabama and Florida State play the first game of the year, so you're automatically going to kick one of these teams out of the top 5, but since we're doing preseason, that's what it's for. They got a great quarterback, I think, situation, and they're Alabama, so you always have to put them up there. And number 1, I've got USC. USC is they finished last year. I think they won 9 in a row. They're probably going to have the Heisman favorite. They're USC. Anytime USC is the Heisman favorite, they're always in the national title game. So I've got them there, and they've got the easiest road. So Pac-12 is a little down. I got USC running the table and winning the national championship.
Wow, so your top 5, you don't mention anything about Clemson, the defending national champion. You got Southern Cal, Alabama, Penn State, Florida State, and Ohio State, your top 5 preseason. I got to ask you, why not Clemson? Of course, they lost a lot, but why did you not have Clemson at least in the top 5? It's interesting, and Penn State's kind of a surprise for me, too. Tell me about those 2.
Well, you know me. I like to surprise, Tom.
Yeah. Which is good. That's why I asked you to do it. That's cool.
Yeah. I got Clemson right on the outside. I think by the end of the year they'll be in. I think they're probably going to miss the playoff. They've got a tough road, tough schedule this year. But they, breaking in a new quarterback, high expectations, coming off of 2 national title game appearances, you're bound to take a step back. But I don't see them any worse than 9-3, or they're probably a 10-2 team. They've got a couple tough SEC games. I think they play Auburn to start the year, and they're highly ranked to go at it. So I got them somewhere around 6 or 7. They're not far off. But yeah, I like Penn State. They were exciting to watch. They're a good team. James Franklin, great coach. I love his style. I think they're going to score some points, and and Ohio State's going to be good too. I mean, you could pick any one of those. I've seen 3 or 4 of those teams ranked number 1 in some preseason polls, but I haven't seen USC at the top, so that's my pick, and I'm sticking to it.
There you go. Penn State should have been in the Rose Bowl. They got robbed last year. They beat everybody they should have beaten and still didn't get a chance to go, so I thought they kind of got shanghaied a little bit. West Virginia and Marshall, what do you think about those two guys? And, of course, that's back up in our neck of the woods. And what do you think about the Mountaineers and the Herd?
I think the Herds will have a little bit of a rebound year. I don't know much about what they got, honestly. They've got their quarterback coming back, but there's been some controversy there. West Virginia really surprised last year, and they've got some talented players. They seem to be building. The Big 12 might be a little down this year, so no more Bob Stoops. Hopefully they can get over that OU hump, but Oklahoma State looks to be the best team out there, I think, and so it's going to be a really competitive league. Don't sleep on Kansas State. I think they're a sleeper. You never know what Bill Snyder's going to do, but the other team I got my eye on outside of the group of, in the group of 5, I like South Florida. I think they're going to rise up this year. They've got a good schedule that they can play. They play in probably the best of the non-power leagues. So I think you could see USF in an Orange Bowl type game come January.
There you go. And so we covered those guys. Last but not least, we got Brandon Dixon waiting. We got Bill Patrick and Danny Castile coming up talking King Sports Speedway tonight. Got them waiting in the wings. Pat Patterson from Kentucky Speedway. We're going to go join him live here in a few minutes by phone. But I got to ask you about the Tennessee Volunteers. What do you think? You think they're going to be a team to beat this year in football? Is Butch Jones in trouble? What do you think about the Vols going into the preseason?
I don't think Butch Jones should be in trouble. I think what he's done's been pretty good. I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year. So that's going to ruffle some feathers for some fans. We'll see. I think Georgia and Florida are the 2 teams to watch in the East. I think Tennessee's probably 3rd. But I think that being in the SEC, it's anybody's game. You can win. You saw the games they played last year. I think they were fortunate to be whatever they did, 9 or 10-4, something like that. But they could have been 500 if a couple of those balls bounced the other way there at the end. So they're going to have an uphill battle, I think, this year. But playing in front of 100,000 in Neyland every other week is a huge advantage.
All right, keep an eye on this team. Nobody's talking about them in the East. The Georgia Bulldogs. They got Nick Chubb back, Sony Michel. They both opted not to go pro. They got Jacob Eason, the sophomore quarterback, back, and so keep an eye on Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs. Everybody keeps talking Florida this and Florida that, which I guess deservedly so, but keep an eye on them Bulldogs down at Athens, Georgia. I think they're going to have a big-time year. My man, Landon Owen, Director of Ticket Sales, Bristol Motor Speedway. Great report, my friend. Again, the numbers one more time, 423 Bristol. On the computer, BristolTix.com or 1-866.
Bristol Tix.
Yeah, 1-866-415-4158, right?
You got it.
Hey, have a great weekend. You're awesome. I'll talk to you soon, all right?
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Yep, great job right there. That's my man, Landon Owen from Bristol Motor Speedway. Appreciate him very much. Now we go from there to, we're going to go right over here and pick up my man. He is ready to talk meat here from Food City. We're live here again at Food City. And let's go ahead and get him on. And he is, boom, there he is. Brandon Dixon, the Food City Meat Department. Hello, big guy. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Yourself?
Yeah, appreciate you waiting us out here. We're busy. We're backed up. We love it. We've got a lot of folks wanting to be on the show, and we appreciate that. But, hey, great weekend to grill out. Get some of that great Food City meat.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me some of the specials you got, big dog.
Well, we've got sirloin tip roast if you want a roast for $3.99 a pound, but we move into the grilling steaks. We've got top sirloin, like a sirloin you get in a restaurant. Certified Angus is $5.99 a pound. USDA Selects $4.99 a pound. We've got beef kebabs on sale for $5.99 a pound. Marinated kebabs on sale for $6.49 a pound. Everything you really want right here. We've got boneless sirloin chops for $1.99 a pound. That's a good deal if you're feeding a lot of people. So we've got about anything you could want this week. Always a good ad here at Food City.
All right, I want you to go slow. I'm going to write these down. I can never remember the gourmet burgers. I got blue cheese.
You've got black and blue. You've got a jalapeno.
I didn't do it right. Black and blue. I'm not blue cheese. Black and blue. Okay, jalapeno.
Yep. You've got a bacon cheddar.
There's one I forgot. Bacon cheddar.
A portobello mushroom.
It's all off the top of his head, folks. This guy knows what he's talking about. Portobello mushroom.
A
Okay.
Fiesta burger.
Well, what is in the Fiesta burger?
That's just got a fajita seasoning with green peppers and bell pepper or red peppers in it, and different Colby Jack, Monterey Jack cheese in it.
All right. So you got the Fiesta gourmet burger. What's next?
Let's see. Put me on the spot.
You doing better than I
We got a smoked Gouda burger. That's our newest burger. Smoked Gouda bacon burger. It's got black olives, bacon, and smoked Gouda cheese.
Okay.
We've got the Tennessee and Virginia burgers.
UT and Virginia Tech.
Yep. How many is that?
8.
So we got 4 more. Let's see if I can't figure them out. We got the Vidalia onion burger.
There you go. He didn't know I was going to ask him this, folks, but he's doing a great job. 9 out of 12 so far.
I'm about lost after the hot buffalo burger.
There you go.
Spinach and feta.
Need one more.
There's
Spinach,
one more.
What'd you say?
Spinach and feta cheese, yes, sir.
Spinach and feta cheese.
And I'm lost on the last one.
Black and blue, jalapeno, bacon cheddar, portobello mushroom, Fiesta, smoked Gouda bacon, the UT burger, the Virginia Tech burger, the Vidalia onion, the hot buffalo, the spinach and feta cheese. What is on the UT burger?
That's got it's got barbecue. It's got Kraft's barbecue sauce in it with bacon, Vidalia onions in the middle of it. It's got a smoked bacon Gouda cheese in the middle of it, and a slice of pre-cooked bacon. That's my favorite.
And out of fairness to the Hokie fans, what is in the Virginia Tech burger?
The Virginia Tech burger's got a couple. It's got a butt rub seasoning in it with spicy andouille sausage, and in the middle of it, it's got cooked Virginia baked ham and Velveeta cheese.
There you go. Your favorite is the UT burger?
I'd say so. Or I like the Virginia burger pretty good too. It's got a little spice to it.
You get a little kick.
I like to eat, so I don't play sports when it comes to eating.
No, just get after it.
Just get after it.
11 out of 12 he got now. Also in the meat department, you guys sell a lot of seafood this time of year. Tell me about that.
Yeah, this week we've got fresh flounder fillets on sale for $6.99. We've got the frozen tilapia loins on sale for $4.99. And we've always got a cooked shrimp on sale. And this week we've got the 2630 count cooked shrimp on sale for $8.99 a pound. Like I say, we have a variety of fresh fish. I believe in here for the 4th we had like 14 or 15 different varieties of fresh fish. We had wild caught sockeye salmon, halibut, all wild caught, fresh, never frozen. Of course, we always have salmon, catfish, sea bass, shark. I could go on and on. Any kind of special order, we can get special order fresh fish that sometimes it's hard to get, but we can get it with a little bit of notice. But we can get about anything you could want.
Top sirloin steak $4.99 a pound. Ground round patties for $4.39 a pound. Your Food City value card. In closing, we always want to talk about the certified Angus beef. Food City goes out and gets the best beef they can find for their customer. Tell me about it.
Yeah, the certified Angus is 3% of all choice meat is what we sell as the certified Angus. So it's the top of the line. There's very little difference between Prime and our certified Angus choice, but we do carry certified Angus Prime as well. But the certified Angus is top of the line. There's nothing out there that comes close to it, and it is the best meat on the market.
There you go. And you guys clean up twice a day, right?
Well, we like to clean up 2 or 3 times a day. We at 12 o'clock, in between 11 and 1 o'clock, we'll clean the entire department to ensure freshness. That's all the way the sushi department cleans up, seafood cleans up, everybody cleans up.
Everybody cleans. So that's the name of the game. And again, it's right here at Food City in the state of Franklin. Again, over 134 meat departments across 4 states, and this one rocks. You guys move the meat, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We're starting to move the sushi and the seafood right behind it.
There you go. Hey, I appreciate you, big guy.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Great job. Brandon Dixon, the Food City manager of the meat department here at your local Food City. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. We'll jump in and talk to these 2 gentlemen, Bill Patrick from the Kingsport Speedway and one of the drivers, Danny Castile. They join us next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show live at Food City, show number 552, and they said it wouldn't last. We'll be right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is the place where you can forget all about work for a while and celebrate the good old US of A. And take in the best bumper-banging, fist-waving, hero-making short track race of the year, the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race. And kids' tickets are just $10. Be there August 19th, because it ain't just another race. It's Bristol, baby.
Trucks, 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 and more trucks at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. We have a huge selection of over 400 new Silverados to choose from, with over 700 total Chevrolets in stock, with savings that are bigger than our massive selection. Silverado Double and Crew Cab All-Stars, $11,000 off MSRP. Malibu LT, 20% off. 17 Colorado, $19,995. 17 Equinox, $21,445. Don't miss out on one of the best times to buy a new Chevrolet with savings that will leave you asking, how do they do that? At Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City.
At American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back on the Don Douglas Sports Show. There he is, and there we is. We're here live at Food City again in North Johnson City, the state of Franklin, and we appreciate Derek and the folks. And, of course, Kevin Stafford and the great marketing department of Food City will be next week at Euclid Avenue in Bristol. We'll be up yonder in the big store in Bristol next Friday, and then 2 weeks from today we'll wrap up the month of broadcasting at Food City in Church Hill. So we're going all over the place, and we got another full slate in August and September and October. We'll just keep on keeping on. We've got future shows at Freddy's, which is right across the parking lot. We've signed a contract to be doing shows at Freddy's, so we're pretty cool about that. We're going to be going to West Virginia coming up later this month. Hardee's wants us to take the show into West Virginia and do some shows up there at their Hardee's. So this thing's on the move, and it's the name of the game. We dedicate the show to the Lord every day, as you know, and so it'll go as far as he wants it to go. And now we're expanding the pond into West Virginia, which is pretty cool, to say the least. So anyway, we've got racing tonight. We got Danny Castile going to join us, and coming up in a few minutes, one of the late model drivers. Here's one of our, this guy's the best ambassador for this track they've got, I can tell you that. He'll go anywhere, anytime to promote this track. Our buddy Bill Patrick from the Kingsport Speedway is with us, and the points race for the late models, it is tight in the big guy.
It's tight. Zeke led, he's been leading most of the laps, Zeke Shell, and last week they couldn't touch him. He won the race there last Friday night. So Van Dyke's still leading, but Zeke's coming on strong. Wayne Hale had a few little issues. He had a rear end went out on him last week, so that that happened at Lonesome Pine, but he was having something. He couldn't figure out what was going on. His car kindly slowed down on him at the at Kingsport, and I think he finally figured it out Saturday night when that axle finally let completely go. So, but he's still right up there, and we've had Joey Trent on. He's still running strong. Robbie Ferguson's still running very, very strong, and we got some other guys coming on strong too in the late models.
So you got about 5 or 6 drivers just mentioned. Of course, Danny's one of those in the hunt, and so Chris Van Dyke still leads the points. Of course, he's the Grip Energy drink driver, which is one of our sponsors of Food City, and so he's doing well, obviously, and we always kind of track see how he's doing because Grip is on his car, and Grip's also the title sponsor of our show, so we keep an eye on him. But really and truly, he's got a lot of competition. It ain't over yet.
Oh,
and
no.
Zeke's coming on, Robbie's coming on. Danny's running good, so
Ronnie McCarty's back and
Yeah.
going strong. So it could all it can be is one bad night, and you're going to be
in trouble.
And,
How many more races are left, barring any rain, as far as the regular season?
We're probably going to go all the way through the month of August, and then we may try to pick some up. We'll be doing some twins. I think we're doing twin late models tonight, which helps us pick up where we get behind from the rain or whatever. We'll have twin 35 laps, so that makes up for 2.
Sure. So you're going to have that tonight too, right?
I'm thinking we're having twin late models tonight.
So it is a big night of racing at the Concrete Jungle. We're going to talk to Danny about that in a minute because he drives the track, get it from a bird's eye view of what it's like to get behind the wheel of the Concrete Jungle. So Bill, of course, part of the staff at Kingsport Speedway as far as the, what would you call yourself, a judge? Not an official.
Well, I'm an official and also one of the tech guys. I tech the front wheel drive 4-cylinders.
So you had fireworks last time. You said you had joined us. There's going to be fireworks in the sky. Was there fireworks on the track and down the pits too? Was it pretty calm and cool?
Actually, we had some real good racing. I don't think we really had any big issues last week in the pits. You always have a few little skirmishes, but nothing. It's nothing major. It's been so far. This year's been a good year.
We're done to Bill Patrick. Of course, see on the screen, Danny Castile joins us coming up here in a few minutes. We will have Pat Patterson on as promised from Kentucky Speedway. We got a little bit behind because we've had a lot of guests wanting to be on the show. Had over 2,700 people watch this show yesterday. Continues to grow. So thank you. And while Bill's catching his breath here, don't go away, my friend. But I do want to remind folks, go right here and get your name in the hat to win tickets to Dollywood. TomTaylorSports.com/contest. We'll give it away 2 weeks from today. No purchase necessary. And again, thanks to Jeremy Livesey at JeremyLivesey.com with Mortgage Investors Group. He said, I want to give away tickets on your show. And we said, you can do that. We'll let you do that. So appreciate him very much. And so tonight, give us the rundown. Gates open at what time? And kind of give us the full schedule, would you please?
Gates will open about 5 o'clock. We'll be qualifying around 6 or 7. We'll be racing at 8 o'clock tonight. You got your Pure 4s, Mod 4s, Modified Street, Pure Street, and late models tonight. So, and if rain holds out, we'll be doing it again tomorrow at Lonesome Pines. So.
There you go.
But one of our drivers that's been racing with us this year is actually at Kentucky running the Xfinity tonight, Chad Fincham. He run a truck race last night, and he's going to be driving the Xfinity car today.
So when we say you see the stars of tomorrow, you truly see the stars of tomorrow on the track at Kingsport Speedway and also Lonesome Pines. So Fincham, again, doing some Xfinity Series racing. And you never know when some of these other guys may get tapped on the shoulder.
Justin Fontaine, he's back. He broke his back at Daytona, but he's back in the car now, and he's starting to run some ARCA races this year. So he came from Kingsport as well.
There you go. So you're going to introduce this gentleman coming up again. Everything, tell me one more time. Gates open at what time?
At 5, and then we'll be racing at 8 o'clock.
There you go. Gates open at 5. We'll drop the green flag at 8 o'clock tonight and get after it. And so,
and if you don't want to get out of your car, pay $10 extra, go up in the tier parking, back up, get your lawn chair out, and rear back and watch the race. We have a big crowd up on that hill.
Having a big time, cooking out and getting this great meat from Food City and grilling out, right?
Oh, yeah, they just open up their tailgate and get their lawn chairs out and just have their tailgate party right up there while they're watching the race.
That's where I'm at. I want to go up and be somebody's friend. I just go up and look hungry. So,
Yeah. Well, now
they
I
probably
might
feed
be
me
able
on
to talk.
stray, they
If you
feed me.
show up, I might talk you into let you sample some of that fried bologna. It's
Now you're talking. And a soda pop and fried bologna.
Yeah.
Country's cornbread. Introduce this gentleman. We're going to let him get in the hot seat and talk to us. And I do want to say again, thanks to Bill. Bill's been, he's brought in Robbie Ferguson and Joey Trent. Who's the big guy he brought in down in downtown?
Bruce Crumley.
Bruce Crumley. Of course, we have Chris Van Dyke. Zeke Shell was supposed to be with us this week. We ran into a phone situation, so we're going to get him on next week by phone. So Bill's setting it up for all these guys, and so we're going to let you jump up and let him get in the hot seat. But introduce this young man, would you please?
Well, young man, we thought we had the oldest rookie that show up at the Willing at Charlotte last year, but there's a feller beat him by about 2 years, I think, last year. So, but he's been racing probably longer than most of us been alive. Super nice guy. And, we've had a lot of the young guys on, but now we've got one of the older guys on. So
there you go.
I'm always interested in what he has to say. Super nice guy. So,
His name is?
Danny Castile.
There you go. Let's get him on here again. Bill, thanks as always. Appreciate this guy. He is just awesome, and we thank him so very much. Bill Patrick, who, again, wherever he needs to go, he gets him on, brings him. If you get up to Bristol next week, you will. Bring some drivers. That's the name of the game. And you on? All right, there you go. Let's go back and let's put him on the screen. Boom, there he is, Danny Castile of the Kingsport Speedway. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Now, Bill says you've been racing longer than a lot of us been alive. So how many years you been turning laps in a car?
About 48 years now. It's
48 years.
Started in 1969 at the old Sportsman Speedway. It was here in Johnson City, and kind of been trying to get it ever since.
So you started when you were 10. You've been 48 years. So yeah, you've been after it for a while. That's neat. So how you doing this year so far in 2017?
Well, we're not doing the best ever was, but not the worst either. We've got the car coming along a little bit, and it's working out.
I love it. That's great. Which means he's had problems, but he's fixing them. That's what you're saying, right?
That's pretty much it, yes.
There you go. So for folks, a lot of folks out there watching, listening, have never been behind the wheel of a car, race car we're speaking of course. So tell me, through your eyes, what it's like to turn laps and be in the middle of the race at the concrete jungle, Kingsport Speedway.
Well, it can be quite interesting there. The straightaways are short and the turns are tight, and you have to try to get everything you can out of that straightaway. And the best thing you can do is drive the car like you're trying to drive straight through the wall, and then hit the brakes and turn it fast.
So head straight to the wall, brake, and
yes,
veer left,
yeah.
crank it.
Well, they call it the concrete jungle, and it earns its name.
There you go. And so fans have never been there. They're treated a 2 wide. Do you guys get 3 wide too?
Sometimes 3 wide. You see it happen, but usually it creates quite a bit of problems when you see them 3 wide.
Something's going to happen when they go 3 wide.
Something's going to happen. If you wind up being the meat and the sandwich there, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble. How did Danny, been at it for 48 years, how did Danny Castile get into racing?
I started out as a young boy there. There's a guy who lived across the street from us there when we was 6 years old, and he had an old, I guess it was about 37 model Chevrolet. And we used to go down there and play in and out of that car. And a friend of mine, Freddie Lick there, got me interested in going to the track. And I guess I was probably hooked from the first time I ever went.
Ever since then, you just kind of got the fever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I had it from the first time I ever went. And just back when I first started driving, you had to have parents' signature and everything okay to notarize to say it's okay for you to drive, release on your life, basically. And I never got Mom and Dad to sign that, but they said if I had the car ready to go, but then, it would. So in 1968, we started putting one together, and the season of 69 there, we was the old Sportsman out there running.
So tell me about I'm trying to go back to your first night, 48 years ago, you were racing. Tell me what it was like when you got in behind that wheel, and you were a young kid at that point, young pup, and got in there and thought, ooh, I made it. Tell me what it was like to be behind the wheel of that car.
About as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs, I guess. But
I love it. That's good.
And there's still times you get butterflies, but it's a lot of fun, and it's just a good sport to get involved in.
So 48 years later, you still get butterflies on Friday night?
Not as much as I used to. Not as much as I used to, but there are times.
Yeah. Tell me about your sponsors. You got to have sponsors, just like the big boys in Danica. You got to have sponsors.
Well,
what makes it go for you?
Not quite like them. I've got I've got Jesus on the hood of my car. And heartbeat.
Now we're talking.
Heartbeat of the world.
So how did you come up with your number is 41? How'd you come up with that?
Well, I came up with that through being for the one that went to the cross for us. And I've run that since back in about 1990.
For the one. How about that? So he's on the Lord's team. That's our verse for the day. I'm going to let you read that here in a second. We're talking to Danny Castile. We do it every day. I've already read it once, but we dedicate this show to the Lord every day because it's going to go as far as he wants it to go. And as I said earlier, we're getting ready to go to West Virginia and do some shows up there later on the month at Hardee's Restaurant. So it's growing, and that's because of him. So 41 is on his car for the one who hung on the cross. So read that for me, big guy, would you please?
Okay, it says, I will keep you in perfect peace if you will keep your mind steadfast on me and always trust me. I am a rock, and you can always stand on.
Out of the book of Isaiah.
Isaiah 26:3-4.
There you go. So that's awesome. I've just become a fan of Danny Castile. Bingo. The 41 ride. So the car means for
the one.
For the one.
Yeah.
You can't top that. Give me goosebumps. So he said when he sent me a text that Danny's coming, you'll love how he said you will ring the bell when you find out what his number stands for in his car. And he's right. That's awesome. So win, lose, or draw, the king's still on the throne, isn't he?
Well, that's true. I mean, the car's not. We don't run that good, but it's kind of like a ministry that we're getting the name out to the people. And I remember as a child, always going to the track and seeing John A. Utzman. He always had "In God We Trust" on that car. And from that point on, I just kind of wanted to do the same thing. And I know what it meant to me then, and I'm hoping that what I'm doing might mean something to someone now that sees it.
We've impacted me. I can tell you that. I didn't know you from Adam's House Cat. You came in here, but I can promise you I'm going to keep track of Danny Castile. Where are you in the points right now?
We're back. We're way back.
Which means there's room to improve, but that's okay. That's awesome stuff. So you'll be there tonight, ready to go, right?
I hope to be there tonight, yes.
Yeah. Danny Castile. He runs both tracks. 48 years you've been at it. Last question, who was someone you looked up to was it Richard Petty? Was it Yarborough? Who was the person you kind of looked up to racing?
Starting out years ago with Fireball Roberts. And,
wow.
And later on Richard Petty, I guess, because I always admired the way he handled his self and the fans and his personality.
I tell the story every week. He carries a Sharpie in his pocket. And I asked him up here last time I saw him at the track, I said, King, he'll sign anywhere, anytime, as long as the fans are there. Some of these guys will get up at personal appearance, and when it's, stay an hour and they're gone, some of these current drivers. Richard Petty stays as long as they're there. And I said, why? And he said, we're up at the Speedway, turned around and said up here, that's the fans. These are the folks that made this sport. I'm not going to forget them. They didn't forget me. And so he's right, how Richard Petty handles himself. Just turned 80, and so the King, cancer survivor, of course, prostate cancer, so he continues to go out here and sign things. And how he handles these fans. A lot of these drivers today could take lessons on how to handle their fans, right?
They could. Sometimes they wonder what's happening to NASCAR, and I think a lot of it might be just in the way the association the drivers has with their fans. They could learn a lot from Richard.
And that's why Bill Patrick says, I'm going to get these guys over here often as I can, wherever you are broadcasting, so you can meet Robbie Ferguson and Danny Castile and Chris Van Dyke and Crumley and Joey Trent, some of these other guys. So, and that's what we're doing. As a result, not because of me, but as a result, from what Bill's doing and Karen's doing, everybody at the Speedway is doing, the numbers are up this year. We've had good crowds and expecting a big crowd tonight. The rain holds off, looks like it will. Tomorrow night, a little iffy, but tonight you should be able to get some racing in. And the Concrete Jungle, the 41 ride, for the one.
For the one.
Give me some taters. I like this guy. Hit that bell. Woo! That got me fired up because he's running for the Lord. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're live here again at Food City. We're going to go to Kentucky Speedway if he's still there. Hope he is because we're running behind. But we're due to join Pat Patterson from the Performance Racing Network, talk about the Xfinity Series tonight. The truck race last night, Christopher Bell held off some folks to win that race. And, of course, the Cup race tomorrow night will be Brad Keselowski defending champ of that race. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. And thanks to Danny and Bill Patrick. And Be right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447. If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant...
We're back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go. There he is on the phone, on the screen. Pat Patterson live with us at Kentucky Speedway. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Hey, Tom. Great to be with everybody, and happy weekend to all of our NASCAR fans.
You got it. We got going last night, a tripleheader at Kentucky Speedway. Christopher Bell brought home the checkers last night. Survived an accident, an early spin to win it. So kind of give us the follow-up of Christopher Bell. This young man's got big time written all over him. And kind of recap last night's racing, would you please?
Well, really, to be honest, it really was kind of the Kyle Busch Motorsports show. KBM has such great trucks and brings such good equipment to the speedways each and every week that it's hard to bet against them not winning every week. Of course, John Hunter Nemechek won a couple of races in a row, and unfortunately, Joe Nemechek didn't get a chance to race last night because of qualifying being rained out. But overall, about your typical Kentucky race, the one thing that's going on this weekend that everybody's dealing with in all 3 divisions is, again, this is new asphalt, and this is all so hard because of new asphalt to get a setup on the car or truck that's going to be good in anything more than one groove, and that's really what everybody's fighting. That's what they were fighting last night. The reason you had a couple of these accidents is because people just got out of the groove, and there's no grip, and unfortunately it took some decent trucks down. But at the end of the day, give credit to Brandon Jones, who challenged there at the end. Christopher Bell had to earn it. It wasn't a walk-off kind of win for him. And I don't see any reason why Christopher Bell isn't going to continue to go to victory lane this year, along with the other guys that are sitting behind the wheel of these Kyle Busch trucks.
So you've talked about this each week, and the youth movement is on. Obviously, you got William Byron and Kyle Larson, and now Christopher Bell and some of these young kids, and they are kids, but I think that really makes the sport look very good for the years to come because all this young talent. What do you think?
Well, it does, Tom. I think, and again, like you said, we've talked a lot about it. You've got Ryan Blaney doing such a big job that he's doing, over in the Cup Series. And then you turn around and, look at the Chase Elliott's and you sit there and name them all. And the bottom line is they're not just good young talent, but they're good young talent sitting in really good equipment. And that's what makes the difference. Look, you can take an average race car driver, put him in real good equipment with real good people, and you're going to get results eventually if the guy's got talent at all. And, our deal right now is we got a lot of guys that have got talent, and they're sitting in really good equipment. So I'm not too worried about us coming up with, people to talk about in terms of how they're going to go about winning races. And Christopher Bell's a good example of that. Eric Jones is another one, and I'll go ahead and get out on a limb real quick and say that I think Eric Jones is probably a favorite again tonight in the Xfinity Series. I'm looking for him to run extremely well tonight in the Xfinity Series, maybe even be able to pull off a third win in a row. But plenty of young talent, and it's all on display this weekend in Kentucky.
Again, we're talking to Pat Patterson on the phone with the Performance Racing Network. Last week, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. brings home the checkers again at Daytona to start the second half of the season. How big was that win for Roush Fenway Racing to win that race, and also for him to win Talladega earlier in the year?
Well, you just said it. It's big. It backs up the win in Talladega. It shows that they got speed with their super speedway cars. Trevor Bayne, again, was right in the mix at the end of that one as well. So it wasn't just Stenhouse. It was the entire Roush organization. And, you look at the Roush engines that were around. Clint Boyer was right there as well last week. It's been a real fun time to watch them regain some stature. And Ricky Stenhouse, I believe that kind of confidence bodes well. I think they're playoff material, no question about that. And I think that at the end of the day, Stenhouse is really starting to blossom late, I will say, because he's been around a while now. But nevertheless, if they can nail a 1.5 mile win, they will have really made a statement. And I don't think that's too far out of the realms of possibility.
So we're getting ready to get into the musical chairs for silly season coming up, the different drivers moving around. Does this enhance Ricky Stenhouse Jr. as far as a resume to get some looks with some people now to possibly fill some of these seats and leave Roush Fenway Racing?
Well, I think anytime you see a guy get hot, you start asking that question. And I think that Ricky's been very loyal to Roush and to Ford, and I don't suspect I'll see him move someplace else. I still think there's too many people younger than Ricky Stenhouse that are ahead of him when it comes to making early moves in their careers. I really look for Stenhouse to continue to be the leader at Roush Fenway.
We're talking to our buddy again, Pat Patterson, live with us on the phone. Of course, Brad Keselowski is the defending champ of the race, going for his 4th win at Kentucky tomorrow night by the Quaker State 400 presented by Advance Auto Parts. So he's one of the faves. Kyle Busch has won there a couple of times. And who would you look to be a dark horse? I know I ask you that each week, but the usual suspects are up around the top as favorites. But who would you see as a dark horse to win tomorrow night in the Cup race?
Well, I don't think he's a dark horse, and I just mentioned him a second ago. I think that Clint Boyer is poised. I think he's ready. I think that, again, Stuart Haas has got a good organization, but I think that he and Kurt Busch are due a win here pretty quick. So I think both of them potentially have got a win written on them. I think Harvick's real good at these repave situations. And, you know, in terms of other dark horses that might jump in there, I wouldn't put Eric Jones out of the question tomorrow night. I think that I'm pretty high on him. I think his stock's pretty high right now. I wouldn't put Eric Jones out of the mix. Of course, that means Martin Truex will be good, too, being team cars. So look for Eric Jones to be maybe the dark horse first-time winner tomorrow night.
Also tonight in the Xfinity Series, Paul Menard, Ty Dillon, Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones, as Pat mentioned, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick will be in the field tonight, along with Kyle Busch. What about this? Kyle Busch, again, only 2 checker flags away from 175 NASCAR National Series victories. That's pretty strong, Pat Patterson, for this young man. He's not really young, but he's still got some racing left in him. But Kyle Busch is making his name in this sport, and that's pretty impressive, is it not, to have that kind of numbers beside his name?
Well, he is, and I mean, what's really impressive is he doesn't get, you know, he's not nothing's falling off. He's continuing to be good all the time. You know, he'll get to 200 wins, no question about that. 200 NASCAR wins. Nobody's ever going to top the King, but then again, that's 2 different debates on 2 different, completely different levels. So Kyle Busch is good, and he'll continue to be good. And I won't put it past him getting a broom out this weekend here at Kentucky.
There you go. Before I let you go again, as always, tell us how we can find you during the week, because you're gracious enough to be on this show. We appreciate that. So how do we hear and see Pat Patterson the other 6 days of the week?
Well, just check us out online, theracingguy.com, on Twitter, @RacingGuy. Check the Racing Guy Facebook page out. And we'll be on the radio ready for you tomorrow on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, channel 90, 7 a.m., 7 to 11, both days, Saturday and Sunday. Tune us in, and we'll get you ready for the day of racing here at Kentucky.
You're awesome. Thank you, my friend. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great weekend. Thanks for your time.
You bet. See ya.
Yep. Good man right there. Our buddy Pat Patterson with us again live from Kentucky Speedway. It doesn't get any better than that. He's down on the track as they continue to go through the different schedule changes. We've had some because of the rain, but here's the very latest. They've got Coors Light pole qualifying for the Xfinity Series at 4:30 this afternoon. They'll drop the green flag tonight for the Alsco 300. Again, that'll be at 8 o'clock tonight. Kyle Busch, the defending champ of that race. The Cup Series, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series pole qualifying will be at 6:15 tonight for tomorrow night's Quaker State 400 presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Brad Keselowski, the defending champ of that race. So, again, last night, Christopher Bell brought home the checkers, winning that race last night. The Camping World Truck Series, his 3rd win of the season, his 1st at Kentucky, and the 5th of his career, holding off runner-up Brandon Jones for the W. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to go from NASCAR to bee stings and poison ivy and whatever else Chris Ashby's got to tell us. The pharmacist here at Food City and North Johnson City on State of Franklin. He joins us next. Also, we still got yet to come Dave Martin from WLW Radio in Cincinnati. We got all kinds of sports to cover. We got to go talk about the Greenbrier up in West Virginia, the PGA Tour this week, PGA Stop. I should say the stop of the PGA Tour. Also, we're going to be talking about Wimbledon, Roger Federer and Djokovic, and those guys playing at Wimbledon in England. We got the Major League Baseball update. We got the very latest on Daniel Norris, all that. But coming up next, Chris Ashby from the pharmacist here from Food City joins us next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the parts. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
We're back with the Tom Baylor Sports Show. There I am, but you don't want to see me. You want to see Chris Ashby, the pharmacist. So let's get him up and bring him on the camera as we're here live again at Food City on State of Franklin, North Johnson City. And there he is, our pharmacist, again from Food City. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Hey, Tom. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. So one of the products we promote here on the show is because they're one of our great sponsors, I'm terrible. I'll be a terrible weatherman. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen SPF 30+. Again, water resistant for 80 minutes where we have to reapply it. Again, the lid turns blue when the sun hits it, and it's starting to turn a little bit blue even in here because we're not getting total sunlight in here because of the roof. But you guys sell a lot of Blue Lizard, but specifically as a pharmacist, tell us the importance of having sunscreen on.
Well, yeah, I mean, we get skin, and we were able to repair skin as life moves forward. But a lot of that damage that comes from these UV rays will show up a little bit later in life. So we see people that come from the dermatology quite often, and a lot of times they'll tell them, it's because of damage you took early on in life, and it's those bad burns that people take. And those bad burns that people take can cause things maybe not to show up in the next week or the next month, but years down the road, those things can pop up. So back in the 70s, I think it was, that they come up with this SPF and this way to be able to measure the amount of UVB rays that the body can take before a sunburn would happen. So they started to come out with these factor ratings. You'll see 15, you'll see 30, and so forth. But roughly what that means is how long you can stay out in the sun before you probably become burned if you didn't have anything on. SPF 15 will protect you from about 93% of those UVB rays. 30 will protect you from about 97, and a 45 about 98. Anything beyond that is probably splitting hairs. I don't know if you really need to think about beyond that, but paying attention to making sure it has UVA protection is probably one of the most important things you can look at as well. So we can measure that UVB protection, but that UVA protection, we need to make sure it says that on the box. And I know Blue Lizard is one of those that has the UVA and UVB protection. So I would make sure I look at that. And of course, you have to think about when you start to sweat. You have to think about when you're around the water, and then start to lose that sunscreen protection. So pay attention to what the box says. Most of them will tell you to reapply when you get done with your activity. And then, of course, they'll tell you to reapply in 2 hours regardless, typically on most boxes.
We're talking to Chris Ashby. You see on the screen the pharmacist here at Food City. So here's Blue Lizard with Baby. But tell us the importance of making sure the little people are properly sunscreened, because it can have effects. Hello, Miss Tracy. How are you? I'm doing good. So tell me about the damage, I guess, for lack of a better term, can happen to a little person later on in life if they're not properly sunscreened when they're little.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the biggest factor that you worry about is just cancer. I mean, so you're worried about that. And, of course, there's certain products that you can find on the market that have certain types of preservatives that are added in there and the concentration. So you're worried about their skin's very sensitive anyway, and so we put baby powder on them. We're putting all these different creams and lotions on to protect that skin. So we know as parents how sensitive that skin is anyway. So if you add these harmful UVB rays or UVA rays to that skin and that damage shows up later in life, of course you're scared about that, but you're also scared about when you put those products on, is this product going to have something in there that's damaging to that skin of that child? So not only the protection, but you also have to think about what you're using for that protection. So making sure that product is appropriately labeled for that age group is an important thing to consider.
Well put. Again, we're talking to our buddy Chris Ashby, again, the Food City pharmacist. So sunscreen, very important this time of year, and in the wintertime as well. Year-round it's important, so remember that, and remember the tips he gave you about sunscreen. Also, 'tis the season, maybe because all the rain, poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac gets out there, and you've got a lot of folks coming in that are itching.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible, right? So I guess your best factor that you've got to protect yourself is probably just clothing. But when you do get hit with the sunscreen or the poison ivy, there's two main weapons that we recommend a lot. And if you can take a Benadryl at night, taking a Benadryl at night can help prevent some of that response that takes place, and some hydrocortisone if you're able to take that. That hydrocortisone and that Benadryl seems to be a pretty winning combination as long as you're able to take it. Now, one of the biggest things you worry about is just the spreading. So what happens is you get that oil and you transfer that oil, and that starts to pop up in other places. So there are some products out there, certain types of soaps and creams that can help remove that oil and keep you from spreading that. So if the spreading is pretty much done, that Benadryl and that hydrocortisone, but if you catch it really early, getting that oil off that skin is pretty important.
So educate us.
Yep.
3-leaf, 5-leaf, what do we want to stay away from?
I got to tell you, botany is not my subject of expertise, so 3-leaf is the biggest one that I know, the spiky 3-leaf.
Yeah, spiky 3-leaf. When you see that, you don't even want to rub on the leaf, do you?
No, that oil that's on that leaf is basically what comes over to your skin and causes that reaction to take place.
There you go. So poison oak, poison ivy, poison sumac, it's out there with all this rain. Apparently it's just kind of really enhancing the growth of it this year. So obviously you want to eradicate it if you can. If you can't, don't get it on your skin. Stay away from it if you can, and particularly little people. And I remember back when I was a kid, a guy bush hogged a big field beside our house and burnt the brush.
Oh yeah, the fumes
with
got
poison ivy, and the fumes got down his lungs.
Oh,
Actually got poison ivy in his lungs. I don't know how you fix that, but I know he had to go to the hospital. He was hurting.
Yeah.
And so you don't want to do that either, obviously. So poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac. Again, Chris can help you here at Food City. Sure. And then, of course, allergy season. 'Tis the season. Tell us about that.
Well, I mean, when most people move here, I mean, we've got people that come up here from Florida during the summer, and we have people that move here just because we live in a beautiful area. One of the first things they get introduced to is our allergens that are in there. So a lot of people kind of struggle when they first come. So finding the right medicine to kind of help curtail that. And of course, there are certain medicines that you can use seasonally. There are certain steroids that are available over the counter now, the nasal sprays, that can help stop those responses, but they can take a week to 2 weeks before they really start to work. So finding something that can add as an adjunct on top of that is important. So one of the neatest things that we've seen recently is a drug came out over the counter that's been prescription for a while, but the name is Xyzal. And Xyzal was interesting from a pharmacist's perspective because we knew that we were in trouble when a drug started with the letters XYZ. When it starts with XYZ, you know you're in trouble for naming things.
There you go. Just that's good. I like how you, good stuff. So the allergies are there. What's the most common folks are coming in and asking for now? Grass, pollen?
As far as what it is, I'm not entirely certain, but preventing it remains the same for treatment. So, the antihistamines, they make the ones that are less drowsy than the ones that we took when we were small. So, we would take those ones and it kind of wipe us out for the day, but they've come a long way and given us some choices that are out there, and that's a huge part. And there's some of those ones that can make you not only just drowsy, but They can even affect masking certain symptoms. Like if you're a diabetic, it can mask some of the symptoms of a low sugar. So you have to be careful which one you pick out. So asking your doctor, asking a pharmacist is a good idea.
There you go. Chris Ashby, great information. And last but not least, one of the local retail folks, Kmart, closing here in Johnson City. And you are accepting, and have been a lot of folks come your way to, again, transfer their prescription program from Kmart, who's shutting down, and bring it to Food City. So transferring from XYZ store, in this case Kmart, to Food City is very easy, isn't it?
Well, we did. We made it really easy. We purchased that file from Kmart, so we all the records that Kmart had in their computer system are now loaded in Food City's computer system. So it's pretty seamless. You just walk up and you tell me your name and you give me your birthday, and I can see everything that Kmart can see. And what's nice about that is Food City pharmacies are linked. So if you're in Abingdon, Virginia, or if you're in Newport, Tennessee, or anywhere there's a Food City in between, pretty much you can rest assured that we can see the same record. So, but that Kmart file, for those people that have been there, that Kmart's been there, that pharmacy, for about 20 years. So there's a lot of loyal people that have been doing business with them for a long time, and we feel pretty comfortable that we can help take care of those people. We've got a really friendly staff on board, so we look forward to making some new friends.
Absolutely. Is there a website we can go to find out more about the Food City Pharmacy?
Absolutely. It's just foodcity.com, and there's a drop-down menu for pharmacy, and you can just access that, and you can find out some of the services that we provide, and then even a discount club that we offer. But one of the neat things that we've got is our system will call you whenever you get a prescription ready. If you want to text, it can text it to you. That's nice, because you'll be waiting on that doctor and be like, when's that doctor supposed to call that in, or when's that pharmacy going to get that ready? And our machine can take care of that and let you know. So that's a huge plus.
Exactly. Very much is. And so, and I can tell you firsthand, I've had to come in here before and ask questions. This guy's always got great answers, and everything he's ever told me worked. And now here's the symptoms, what do I do? And for the little people, he said, I would try this, try that, and it works. So,
well, thanks.
I want to say thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Chris Ashby, again, the pharmacy, you're the head honcho.
Well, at this store.
There you go. He's the big daddy rabbit of this store, Derek's store.
Right.
And we appreciate him very much. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. We're getting ready to go to Cincinnati, Ohio, and talk to my man, Crazy Dave, Riding the Wave with Dave from WLW Radio in Cincinnati, right after this break on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here. With the ratio, it goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop, so it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live, of course, here, and that means we're here at Food Cities where we are, having a big time as we always do, and we thank you for being with us. And let's go to the phone. He's there, our buddy, live in Cincinnati. It is the one, the only, Riding Away with Dave. And good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
I'm just wonderful. I'm still trying to shake some of the cobwebs out because you know I've been on that midnight roll on America's Trucking Network. And so I'm finally actually getting a night off tonight. Don't even ask me what I'm going to do. Probably sleep. But anyhow, yeah, I'm here, and I've been scanning the sports page because I figured you want to talk a little bit of sports, and you know, a story that kind of has got my attention, and I hadn't had a chance to really scan it. Although I was kind of suspicious that something was going on. Is this deal about juice balls, pitcher suspicion, and with all these homers, I don't know how closely you followed it, but. They're on pace to break the record from back in about 2000 on the amount of homers being hit, and the pitchers are starting to cry the blues. And I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, hell, they're throwing the ball up there 95, 97 miles an hour, and the thing's taking off like a rocket ship, and leaving the stadiums or hitting the pigeons up there in the cheap seats or whatever. And you know, the pitchers are all starting to carry on and saying, "What the hell's going on with these balls?" They're not saying that the players are juiced up or anything, but they're saying these balls are juiced up. And of course, we got a commissioner that I won't give you 25 cents to and stuff. I don't know. You follow that at all?
Yeah, oh yeah. And so the pitchers are crying because the baseballs are flying out of the ballpark, and you know, people come in to watch. Let's face it, we're having a home run derby next week. Folks come in to see people hit the ball. I mean, defense wins championships, but offense puts people in the seats. So the pitchers are upset because the game has been skewed to promote offense and home runs and long balls. And so the pitchers are whining that the balls are juiced and there's too many home runs going out of the ballpark. So I don't know if that's justified or not. Do you think the baseballs are juiced or not?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm going to have to do some more research on it, but, you know, when you read the comments, and these aren't, you know, second-rate pitchers, it's all saying that these balls all feel the same, and a guy like David Price is saying that he's gotten blisters on his fingers and stuff, and fingernails are getting all chipped up like he's never had before, and Justin Verlander, yeah, and it's not from getting lousy manicures or anything like that. They claim it's from the balls because, you know, the balls are tighter. They don't have the seams. They can't get the rotation and the movement on the balls. And, you know, it's like a who's who of all these guys that are coming out saying something. Now, when I saw that, I was wondering, you know, what the heck could have changed? You know, I guess the powers that be are claiming, no, the balls aren't different. And the pitcher's saying, yeah, they are different. Then I got to thinking that, well, we got a huckster out there that's pushing this global warming deal that huckstered Al Gore and his minions. I know they got a new movie coming out. I don't know whether global warming could have anything to do about it. Of course, I hate to start a conspiracy theory like that. Then they'd all be calling up and hooting and hollering with me. But something's fishy there. And, I mean, we got to admit, Scooter Gennett, I mean, he just clubbed 4 home runs a few weeks ago. And everybody's saying, who in the hell is this guy to, you know, hit 4 home runs in a row and do stuff that Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron and stuff. I don't even know those guys ever hit 4 home runs in a row. So there's something fishy going on. There's no question about that. And that's why I thought, well, I'll throw it out to you because you're the sports guru. I'm just a little old radio boy.
Well, we're talking to our buddy Dave again live at WLW Radio in Cincinnati. But when was the last time, or did you ever remember Steve Carlton or Oral Hershiser or Don Sutton or Denny McClain, picking these big stud pitchers back in the day, complaining about the baseballs being hit out of the ballpark? I mean, it's like a new era. David Price gets in an argument with Hall of Fame pitcher Dennis Eckersley, who's now doing TV, and so he called him out on something that seemed pretty trivial. He just went nuts on a plane traveling the Red Sox, and he went off and had a little altercation with Dennis Eckersley, and I'm thinking, these guys are a bunch of babies, it seems like. I mean, I can't remember the last time any of the old-time pitchers complained about something like the baseballs flying out of the ballpark, but maybe they did. I just don't remember it, but it seems like this new era pitchers are kind of spoiled brats to a point.
Well, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, we talked about that a while back about that New York Mets pitcher that was out there partying all night and called off, you know, didn't even show up to the ballpark or whatever. And, you know, I guess he had 3 or 4 different excuses for it. And then they found out that, yeah, he's out there drinking Quavos or taking shots or whatever and hanging out with a bunch of babes. And, yeah, I can't blame him for that. But now you think he'd at least show up at the ballpark and pitch, because, you know, back in the day, like you said, hell, them players, it didn't matter what time they got back to the hotel. If they even got back to the hotel, they might have just took a cab and went straight to the ballpark. They still showed up, you know what I mean? So
absolutely.
I don't know. But the thing of it is
go ahead.
Well, I think there's something going on, because if you look at it now, with the money they're throwing out here to these players, in a lot of cases, it's the pitchers that's getting all the big cash and stuff like that. Something fishy's going on. It's the same thing like in the NBA. I don't know whether the homeboys have gotten together and say, well, you know, I'm not going to guard you and you don't guard me and this and that. I mean, they're scoring points at an unbelievable rate in the NBA. You know, games are, you know, getting up there, you know, the high 18s or 20s and 30s with the teams, what they're scoring. You know, Kevin Durant there in the playoffs went coast to coast and dunked the ball, and nobody even put a paw on him. And it's unbelievable to me. And of course, it's getting out of hand. You know, they're paying the big salaries there. We've seen that this season with the free agency and all the jumping around and stuff going on. And then, like, say, Major League Baseball, these guys are getting paid big money. But when you read the story in USA Today, and it was just from last Friday, it seems to make sense. And I know we have a bunch of crybabies out there, but, you know, one of the successes to pitchers is the movement on the ball. And if the ball's tighter and the seams are smaller and the ball's a little harder, you know, when these guys catch the ball, I mean, they're going out to, you know, opposite field. They're going out to center field as far as they are and stuff like that. I think maybe the players might be onto something, and it wouldn't surprise me at all that there's shenanigans going on at the top over there with this clown up there that's running MLB. And, you know, they need ratings on TV, and they need to get more fans in the ballpark and stuff like that. And if the fans, you know, they're goofballs, they just want to catch, you know, home runs out there in the cheap seats and stuff. Pitchers might be legit. And the thing that, you know, it's a documented fact, these pitchers are going down left and right because they all think they got to throw it now close to 100 miles an hour, and their arms can't take the strain and stuff. You know, how did pitchers get away with, you know, throwing it up there like lollipops, like Tommy John and some of these guys? You know, even Carlson, he lost a lot of his velocity during his later stage, but he was still effective because the ball jumped around and danced, and, you know, the guys couldn't hit it. So I don't know, Tommy. We got to look into this.
Absolutely. Again, we're talking to our buddy Dave. So last night, the Reds get a W on the road against Colorado. They beat the Rockies 6-3. Romano gets the win. The Reds, even though they had 3 errors in the game, they go ahead and win it 6-3. Adam Duvall goes deep for his 20th home run of the season. Reds now 37-48, so they got a big road win, and hey, a win for these guys. A win's a win's a win. So let's see, where do they go this week? They start a series tonight. They will go. Cincinnati moves on to open up a series in Arizona. Adelman's on the mound for the Reds. So big win, I guess, for Cincinnati. Any win's a win, correct?
Well, you know, the biggest thing we talked about, and I kind of take a little bit of pride because I kept on telling everybody, don't throw them under the bus yet, was Homer Bailey had a real impressive start just the other day. It's his 3rd one since coming back, and pitched 6 strong innings and really looked good, and it was throwing it up there with some velocity and stuff like that. And he could really be an important factor, because the problem with the Reds right now is they just don't really have a strong number 1 starter. You know, their number 1s and number 2s have been struggling, and, you know, the bullpen got roughed up, and now, you know, they've been, you know, a little shaky. But the Reds have got to start winning on the road, so this could be an important series. I mean, if they could go in there and maybe win 3 out of 4 after playing, you know, real competitive with Colorado and come back and start picking up some steam. Otherwise, you know, you just chug along like they've been doing. Sure, they're hitting the ball and they're scoring runs. Of course, it looks like everybody's hitting the ball, but you still got to have that pitching right now, and so that's been the key with the Reds. But hey, let's shift gears, man, and talk about the NBA, because I'm just wondering if there's some stuff going on here, because we were talking off air, you know, the Cavs got rid of their GM, and now they're kind of flandering around, and I guess Chauncey Billups, he decided not to take that position was offered to him. I'm just wondering if he got any inside info from LeBron, because LeBron's got big crocodile. Well, LeBron's got big crocodile tears because he's just seen where his nemesis, the Celtics, and I know he doesn't like the Celtics anyhow, but this Hayward from the Utah Jazz, he just got a ton of cash thrown at him, $128 million deal, it says, with a player's option and stuff, and he's going to go and hook up and wear the Celtic green. And man, that could be a monkey wrench in LeBron's plans if he stays with Cleveland, because he's pretty much had clear sailing, to make the playoffs and make the finals and stuff. But the Celtics say, hey, wait a minute, we had a big young stud with a proven track record to their team with all their young bucks. I mean, I know there are a bunch of crybabies there in Boston, but still, that could change things around. And LeBron, he'll cry about anything, even though I like him and he's a hell of a ball player. But he always gets those big crocodile tears, if he loses a game or something like that. So I mean, the NBA's making some more headlines. Then I see where Phil Jackson says a failure to adapt to modern NBA. Well, yeah, no wonder, Phil. Nobody wants to play any damn defense. So what good does your offense do when it's about ball movement and passing and teamwork and stuff, and all these guys are gunning three-point bombs as soon as they cross half court and trying to copycat Steph Curry. So I don't know. Sports is really changing fast and furious, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. We're talking to our buddy Dave again, riding away with Dave. And so NBA, a lot of movement last night at the free agency. I saw my Spurs picked up Rudy Gay from Sacramento, which is a big pickup. So they're still shuffling the pieces and the parts. They're even talking about Carmelo Anthony going to Houston. There's not a chance you put him and Chris Paul and James Harden on the same floor. There's only one basketball, and that's a recipe for disaster right there. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, are they going to start putting the red, white, and blue stripes like in the ABA days on the basketball or something like that, and come up with a 4-point line or something? You know what I mean? That's wild. Like I say, it gets back to nobody wants to play defense. I mean, you pick up all these players. I mean, you got one basketball and you got 4 guys that's going to want to score 20, 25, 30 points. Hell, that ain't going to work. I just want to know who in the hell's going to play defense in some of these teams.
You got it. Hey, where are you going to be? We're going to be listening for you this weekend in Cincinnati. I know you took tonight off and get tonight off, so where will you be this weekend? We can listen and hear you.
Well, I'll be doing double dip action on 55 KRC, my show, Riding Away with Dave, which is kind of, we don't talk a whole lot of sports. We hit more on, the biker world, hot rod cars, music, and, I got to throw this in there, man. REO Speedwagon played right here for our big Independence Day, 4th of July celebration. And I'm telling you, Tommy, it was an all-time record crowd. It probably was 100,000 people inside the area to see the band. And then, hell, there's another 100,000 people lining the streets just waiting for the big fireworks show, which was rated, one of the 4th best in the whole country. But, that kind of follows my show on KRC. Is, I go out and cover festivals and concerts and hang out with all the fans. And I even had a chance to test my arm out. Listen to this, man. You'd love this story. They had a bunch of T-shirts wrapped up in plastic to throw out with the 2 little rinky-dink DJs that were there, some guy and his gal or whatever. Hell, they couldn't even throw them out there 10, 15 feet to the fans, and they're chomping at the bit all over the place. And I was up there on the stage taking pictures. I put my phone away, and I grabbed about 10 of them, and I went out there to the right, and I started firing them out there 50, 60, 70 feet, and the fans were cheering me and stuff, and I was picking people out and tossing to them. Then I went over to the other side of the stage. So hell, I was like the big hit out there because they seen a real radio superstar going out there and tossing the fans' shirts all over the place and stuff. So after I got done and I went out there to take some pictures and stuff, I must have did about 150 selfies. And lucky me that most of it was all girls and stuff like that. And that was cool as hell. And what a celebration! I hope you guys had a good time celebrating, because really this past week was all about one thing: our freedom and our independence. And with Donald J. Trump getting elected there in the White House, it just seems like the enthusiasm is back off the chart, and people are very proud to say, they live in the good old USA. And I know that's not about sports, but it's a little sidebar because I think it's an important issue, and people were saluting veterans and bikers and law enforcement. They were all getting high fives and stuff, and everything was safe out there. And so it's been a tremendous week. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's been a great week, and so it will continue to be a great summer. Again, a lot of patriotism in our country now. It's back, and it needs to be back. And so you have yourself a great weekend. If you need me on the show, I'll be more than glad to contribute to your shows.
Sure, absolutely. Well, don't forget, part 2 of the equation is America's Trucking Network Saturday night, and that's a big national show, and everybody can listen to that. And the good old boys that drive the big rigs and stuff, man, they're enjoying your commentary. all over the place, and I keep getting more and more feedback. So, yeah, man, pay a double-dip visit down here. That's on 700 WLW. That's the nation station, and anybody can hear it on iHeartRadio. So I'll be in there midnight to 5 Saturday nights. I do 7 hours of live talk radio, but as long as I rest my weary voice, hell, I'm good to go. And I've been taking, believe it or not, 35 to 40 calls every night on the show. I mean, the people are just lined up, calling up from all over the country and stuff. But, I mix it up. I talk a little bit about everything, so they're having a good time. But I know I get rave reviews about Mr. Tom Taylor paying a visit there. So, yeah, for sure, man, you'll be having to do double duty. And plus, you're giving a first-hand report about the good old boys down there in Kentucky. I mean, hell, they're just across the river and stuff, and they're going to be scraping paint and banging the bumpers and stuff, and ought to be some exciting racing this weekend.
You got it. We'll do it. We'll be more than glad to contribute to the Riding Away with Dave on both. And, of course, 700 WLW, you can hear that on the air down here in East Tennessee and where we are, right off the radio. You can go on iHeart, but you can hear it on AM 700 on your radio dial. So, yep, we're in. I'll talk to you tomorrow night. You get yourself some rest and rest up and keep those crazies in line up there in Ohio, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night, all right?
Oh, I can't do that. That's yeoman chores there. I'd have to have a cape on to do that, so anyhow. But I'll try, so
right.
Okay.
Rest up. I'll talk to you tomorrow night,
you.
buddy. Yep, great job. Our buddy Dave Martin with us from WLW Radio in Cincinnati. We'll take a break. We'll come right back and clean up the sports desk and begin to wrap this thing up. Again, don't forget to go right there and win. Enter to win 2 tickets, 1-day passes to Dollywood. Again, TomTaylorSports.com/contest. Winner will be announced 2 weeks from today, thanks to Jeremy Livesey at JeremyLivesey.com, the Mortgage Investors Group. So, again, be sure and get in there and get registered. We've got them in from, Tennessee. Let's see, he sent me the list here. Tennessee, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina. Look for some folks in Virginia and Kentucky, like we did with the race tickets, and we'll be giving away race tickets right after we wrap up the Dollywood giveaway in 2 weeks. We'll turn right around and start getting you qualified to win tickets to Bristol Motor Speedway. Yeah, it's going to be here before we know it. Can't wait. Circle Track, you're going to be big. And again, Dale Jr. is going to be in both races, and so go to 423 Bristol. If you want to call locally, 423, then type in Bristol on your telephone keypad. On the computer, go to bristoltix.com, or it's 1-866-415-4158 to get tickets to the Circle Track. Again, it's 3 nights of racing. It's going to be out of this world. Again, the final go-rounds for Dale Earnhardt Jr. on Friday night, 42 days from today, the Food City 300, and also 43 days from tomorrow night for the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race, America's night race. Quick break. We'll come right back. We'll wrap it up. We'll clean up the sports desk with baseball and Wimbledon and golf, whatever else we got over here, and we'll get ready to get out of here. We'll be right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is the place where you can forget all about work for a while and celebrate the good old U.S. of A. And take in the best bumper-banging, fist-waving, hero-making short track race of the year, the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race. And kids' tickets are just $10. Be there August 19th, because it ain't just another race. It's Bristol, baby.
Trucks, and more trucks at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. We have a huge selection of over 400 new Silverados to choose from, with over 700 total Chevrolets in stock, with savings that are bigger than our massive selection. Silverado Double and Crew Cab All-Stars, $11,000 off MSRP. Malibu LT, 20% off. 17 Colorado, $19,995. 17 Equinox, $21,445. Don't miss out on one of the best times to buy a new Chevrolet with savings that will leave you asking, how do they do that? At Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City.
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years. 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show for a few more minutes. Let's run down for you. First off, tennis. What's going on in Wimbledon? Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic had to play all 3 sets of Wimbledon this time. The former champions both advancing to the 3rd round yesterday, 2 days after their opening matches ended early when their opponents retired from an injury. Federer broken early in his match, but the 7-time champion recovered and went on to win. Djokovic won the Wimbledon title in 2011. 2014 and 2015, but has not won a major title since completing a career Grand Slam at the 2016 French Open. So Djokovic is still going at it at Wimbledon, and as is Roger Federer. So those two still in the hunt on the men's side of the singles championship at Wimbledon. Hello, Moondog Alan Haney. How are you doing, sir? Doing good. In golf, Davis Love III can still get some solid work done in a PGA Tour event. 53-year-old Love shot a 7 under 63 yesterday at the Greenbrier Classic in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, leaving him 2 strokes behind first-round leader Sebastian Munoz. Love looking for his first win since the 2015 Wyndham Championship, which made him the 3rd oldest winner in PGA Tour history. He would be the oldest winner at the age of 53 if he wins in West Virginia. Slowed this year by a bad back and a broken collarbone sustained in a January snowboarding accident in Sun Valley, Idaho. Love took advantage of a course softened by overnight rain, so he goes into today's action again behind Sebastian Munoz. But again, Davis Love III trying to win the Greenbrier Classic again in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia at the Greenbrier Resort. So they're playing there as we speak, and so that one's going on again. Have a good one, Moondog. Good to see you. Long time no see. Take care, brother. And so again, Davis Love III trailing Sebastian Munoz again to the Greenbrier Classic in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. Let's run down the scoreboard from last night in Major League Baseball and from yesterday in no particular order. Detroit defeats San Francisco 6-2. Anibal Sanchez gets the win. He now goes on the season to 1-0, and so the Tigers get that getaway win over the San Francisco Giants 6-2. Speaking of the Tigers, Daniel Norris, left-hander from here in Johnson City, on the 10-day disabled list with a strained left groin. He's 4-7 with a 5.29 ERA this season. The Tigers have recalled left-handed reliever Blaine Hardy from AAA Toledo, and so Norris on a 10-day disabled list. Tigers manager Brad Ausmus says probably describing Daniel Norris as, quote, passionate to a fault. I think if he gets that harnessed, the mechanics will fall into order. So he said he's his own worst enemy. So Daniel Norris on the shelf for 10 days with a strained left groin for the Detroit Tigers. So he'll be out for at least 10 days till he gets that rehabbed and ready to go. Cardinals win yesterday, beating the Marlins 4-3. Again, Waka picks up the W. He's now 6-3 on the season, as again The Cardinals go to 41-44 on the season, but beat the Marlins 4-3 the final there. The Brewers all over the Cubs. They continue to show the way in the National League Central. All over the Cubbies 11-2 as they wrap up that series. And so the Brewers 11 runs, 13 hits against Cubs pitching. Reds, as we said earlier with Dave on the show, beat the Rockies 6-3. The Pirates doubled up the Phillies yesterday. It was Polanco and Bell going deep for the Pirates as they beat the Phillies 6-3. Phillies the worst team in the National League at 28-56. Also, the Bravos get a win. They're 2 games under 500 now. They win against the Nationals 5-2. Nationals now 50-35. The Braves at 41-43 in the season. 5-2 winners over Washington. It was the Blue Jays, a rare loss for the Houston Astros. Blue Jays got them 7-4 the final there. Red Sox lose. Tampa Bay beat them 4-1. And so the Bo Sox lose that game yesterday. Other finals, you have the Indians all over the San Diego Padres. Final there is 11-2. Indians 11 runs, 14 hits. The Padres, not a very good baseball team. Again, 2 runs, 5 hits, and the Padres now slip on the season to a record of 36-49. It was the Twins over the Orioles 6-4. Dodgers beat the Diamondbacks 5-4. As the Dodgers keep right on winning, they're now 58-29. And then the A's beat the Mariners. The final there was 7-4. Your schedule heading into the weekend starting today. In the American League, Milwaukee against the Yankees in New York. Houston plays at Toronto. Boston on the road to Tampa Bay. Detroit in Cleveland. The Angels at Texas. Minnesota playing host to Baltimore. White Sox in Colorado to battle the Rockies. Kansas City and the Dodgers, the 2 hottest teams in baseball, open up a weekend series at Dodger Stadium. And the Oakland A's will be in Seattle again tonight to battle the Mariners. In the National League, Pittsburgh day game in Chicago to battle the Cubbies. Tonight under the lights, San Diego, Philadelphia. R.A. Dickey and the Atlanta Braves in Washington to battle Max Scherzer and the Washington Nationals. Milwaukee against the Yankees in New York. Mets will be in St. Louis against the Cardinals. Chicago, as we said, at Colorado. Arizona hosting Adelman in Cincinnati in Arizona. Kansas City will be in L.A. to battle the Dodgers. And Miami on the left coast to battle the San Francisco Giants in Major League Baseball. Appalachian League tonight. Who is home to watch here in the Tri-Cities? Kingsport hosting Greenville. You've got the Elizabethton Twins home to Johnson City. The Bristol Pirates home to Pulaski. Burlington at Danville, and Princeton at Bluefield. So 3 chances tonight to watch Appalachian League baseball in Kingsport. The K-Mets in Greenville. In Elizabethton, the Twins hosting the Johnson City Cardinals. And in Bristol, the Pirates playing host to the Pulaski Yankees. So in the divisional races in the East, a 1-game lead by Pulaski over Bluefield. In the West, it's a half-game lead by Greenville over the Elizabethton Twins, and the Johnson City Cardinals are 3 1.5 games back in the Appalachian League Western Division. We are out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Again, running down before we get out of here, some specials for Food City this week. Good through Tuesday. Buy one, get one free is all over the place. And of course, it is National Ice Cream Month, so K's Novelties, buy one, get one free. Popsicle Novelties, buy one, get one free. Breyer's Ice Cream, buy one, get one free. Klondike Bars, you talking about buy one, get one free. Frito-Lay Doritos, buy one, get one free. Food Club Shredded Cheese, buy one, get one free. Then on the back side, all kinds of BOGOs, as they call it. Buy one, get ones. You have General Mills cereal, buy one, get one. Duncan Hines Cake Mix, Kern's Beef Buns or Kern's Texas Toast. Food Club selected varieties of pasta sauce, buy one, get one free. Cousin Willie's Popcorn this week till Tuesday night, buy one, get one free. Food Club Pure Vegetable Oil, buy one, get one free. Food Club Vanilla Wafers, buy one, get one free. Also Food Club Soup and Food Club Apple Cider or Juice, buy one, get one free. Those are some of the specials going on through Tuesday night store closing at your local Food City. It has been a busy show and a good show. And don't forget again, before we get out of here, to support the Paralyzed Veterans of America. The 7th year of the partnership with Food City, and NASCAR champion and NASCAR Hall of Fame inductee Richard Petty is the ambassador for this group. Again, between now and August the 1st, every time you purchase, again, at your local Food City, it's $1, $3, or $5. Donation slips will be available at checkout. Customers wishing to make a contribution simply need to select the desired dollar amount, and it'll be conveniently added to your order total. So when you get done shopping in all 134 Food Cities across 4 states, Just say, add $1 to my total, or $3 or $5, and 100% of what you give will stay with the Paralyzed Veterans of America. And again, for their ABLE campaign, to give access to our injured heroes to what they have earned and deserve. And they're right. They deserve our care, they deserve jobs, and they deserve benefits. So the Paralyzed Veterans of America, great thing we're doing between now and August the 1st at all Food Cities. So when you shop at your local Food City, at all 134 retail outlets in 4 states, simply add $1 or $3 or $5 to your grocery shopping total, and every penny will go to the Paralyzed Veterans of America. In over 7 years, over the past 6 years, Food Cities raised more than $800,000 to benefit Paralyzed Veterans of America. That is awesome. Hey, we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Our guests today have been, again, Al Biker with Grip, our title sponsor of the show with the Grip Energy Drink, which is awesome. Derek Atkinson, the store manager here. Pat Patterson with the Performance Racing Network. Landon Owen from Bristol Motor Speedway, the director of ticket sales. Bill Patrick and Danny Castile from Kingsport Speedway. Chris Ashby, the pharmacist here at Food City. Also, Brandon Dixon, the Food City meat manager, was with us today. And, of course, just now, our buddy Crazy Dave from WLW Radio in Cincinnati, riding the way with Dave. So, we put the finishing touches on show number 552. You can share us and like us. You can go back and watch this show in its entirety and cherry pick the different guests you want to watch. So all you have to do is go to the TomTaylorSportsShow.com or on Facebook, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Either way, share us and like us, and we would appreciate that. And again, big thanks to Jeremiah Clark and the folks at Appalachian Digital. They do a great job, our social media folks, Michael Smith and Jeremiah Clark with AppalachianDigital.com. They're doing a great job. And, of course, we're going to get ready to open up another promotion with the Grip Energy Drink. Al came by and said, let's do some more giveaways and more exposure and more awareness for Grip Energy Drink, which you can get at all Food Cities. And so that's what we're getting ready to do starting, I think, this afternoon, or certainly at the latest will be later on this evening. So, and also don't forget to go to that Dollywood contest page and be sure and get registered. Again, 4 states already in the bucket. We've got them from the Tri-Cities, all over the Tri-Cities have entered. Also Tennessee, obviously. Not Kentucky. We're looking for some Kentucky folks and some North Carolina folks. I'm sorry, Kentucky and Virginia folks. We have Tennessee, West Virginia, and Ohio, and North Carolina already in the bucket registered. First name, last name, town you're from, and an email address is all we need, and we do not pass it on to anybody else. So I want you to know that. And here's how you do it. TomTaylorSports.com/contest, and we'll announce the winner 2 weeks from today. And again, these tickets are compliments of Jeremy Livesey at JeremyLivesey.com with Mortgage Investors Group. So we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. We'll rejoin you again Monday, ready to go for a full week next week. Lots going on next week, getting closer to high school football starting to practice, college football right around the corner, pro football right around the corner. So it's the calm before the storm, and we'll be back with you on Monday, ready to go for the full week of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And again, when you see the show, as we said, we would kindly ask you to like us and share us, and we'll thank you ahead of time for that. So for all the guests and store manager Derek Atkinson, and for the good Lord who pilots the show, this is Tom Taylor telling you, as always, win or lose, be a good sport. And thanks for watching and listening to the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 552, brought to you by Grip Energy Drink. Grip Energy Drink. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. So long, everybody.